it recording?
Yeah. You could. Someone do the honors. Do you remember where the button is? That's the one.
That's the button.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh no.
That was a good button. That's my new favorite button.
We'll let that one set the mood for the theme.
Cool.
There's
We're
no
always
theme.
like too
There
kinky,
is no theme.
There's no theme.
I
We've
don't
been
think
way
are
too
we?
raunchy.
I honestly don't remember anything we've been talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, but I do remember, like, there was, like, 4 episodes where we were just, like, way too, like, raunchy and just looking up, like, it was just everything.
With the AI boyfriends,
Yeah,
and the AI
yeah.
girlfriends, and the...
I was going through...
Well, that was your exploration, like...
Right.
Phase.
There was some of that, and then it was
Like,
just
I can do
also,
this.
like, Anthony, we were onboarding Anthony, too.
Yeah, and, like, for some reason,
who exudes
that's how we think of you.
A particular type of energy.
Like,
Yeah.
Anthony will like this. It's weird.
Yeah.
I like the idea
weird.
that it's your exploratory phase.
Yeah, definitely. There was a little bit of that. But anyways, welcome everyone. Are we going to do like a weird thing where we have to introduce ourselves?
I feel like
I think
we
we've
should do
done it
this
enough,
part.
but
I'm Cassie and Anthony and Sean.
And Sean.
Who are you?
And Sierra.
I'm Sierra.
Yes.
Hello.
We have 4 people. I can't remember if we had 4 last time, but we have 4 now.
I think we had Max on last.
that depends if you
Was it really?
like classify Max as people.
Yeah. There was a while there where we didn't think we'd come back, but we're back. We brought back the fucking podcast.
We can talk about like some of the many reasons.
The Great Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why did it take so long for us to get back? Whose fault was it?
Yeah, whose fault was
Probably
it?
my ankle's fault.
Yeah, it was your fucking fault, Cassie.
I broke my ankle
I think it was the
at the movie
theater's
theater.
fault.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's the
Christ.
movie
It's
theater's
really the
fault.
movie theater's fault.
Hey, can we talk about that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Probably don't.
I mean, now that I
probably
can
don't
walk
name the
again.
movie theater, but
Well,
No, I
yeah,
won't
but
name
there's
it.
there was like a class action lawsuit on this because you.
I can't talk about it.
Okay. So you can't talk about it.
No, I
That's what I
can
meant.
talk about like what happened. I can't talk. I
Well,
don't.
that's what I want to know about.
she
Yeah.
fell
I
down
wanna know
the
about that cheddar.
stairs.
There's that has nothing right now. I'm just.
Okay.
I have to finish all
Yeah.
my physical therapy
Well, there you go.
before that goes anywhere.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Okay.
it's not like it's not fun.
Right.
But yes, fell down the stairs,
I love falling downstairs.
broke it, got surgery, and then couldn't walk, and
Yep.
I got to wear diapers. I don't know if I told you
Hell yeah!
No,
For-
you told me.
that. Okay, for
Yeah.
a few days because I could not even make it to the bathroom.
I think you were kind of proud of the diapers. I remember
that was
you
probably the
had a
drugs.
sense of, you had a sense of entitlement with those diapers.
Well, I honestly,
Not that kind.
I will say, after a long time of not wearing diapers, since I was a child, and then going
I've at least
back to
4.
wearing them, it's very hard to try and pee yourself on purpose.
It just goes against all of your instincts.
It does. You like have to concentrate, and at a certain point, I couldn't do it anymore, and I had to just like.
Was there some
Right.
satisfaction of just being like on the couch, going like, I get to just pee sitting here on the couch?
No, it's stressful. Like
I
it wouldn't.
think
It would
yeah.
not happen. Like
Oh. I
it
get
was
that.
painful.
Even with the drugs.
Though. I do that whenever I go into a public restroom.
I had to
have
like the
trouble
first
going.
couple days, but then then it just stopped working. Then Ian carried me essentially, and I put my leg on a computer desk chair, and he kind of pushed me on the chair to the bathroom.
That's love.
Well, there you go.
It's something.
That's love.
I hope that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so you broke your ankle. You were in a walker for a while. You pissed yourself.
Yes, I was in a walker.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all those things.
So we're all caught up on that.
Yep.
That's good. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I moved
Yeah.
in the middle of all of that. But honestly, you guys all helped me move. I pretty
true.
much just
Yeah.
did
You were
did hard
heavily
drugs,
drugged,
hard
so
drugs, and laid on the couch.
Didn't have
and,
much choice.
Just worked on not peeing my pants.
Well, you did a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
Good job,
thanks.
Cassie.
Did my best. But yes, I moved, and now My life is entirely different since the last time we did the podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it going. I legitimately did. I wanted to like have an episode where you were bedridden. But I was going through because I lived with you
Just
during
the
this time
logistics.
too. Technically,
It's hard.
Yes,
to do.
and that
It's like-
happened. And
so I was kind of mobile, but I was technically living with you. And
Yeah, I was gonna say
with
you
Sierra.
moved. You technically moved also.
Yeah, I was like all over the fucking place. So yeah, good
Yes.
times.
it's
Anyways.
a complicated time.
We're back. We brought
Yes.
it back. We got Sierra here.
I'm Sierra.
Yeah,
Who is?
Yes, we know.
explain.
Tell the audience.
we're partners.
She's never been on.
Yeah, I think I bragged about her a little bit. Probably,
I think
but I don't.
you
There
started
was a
talking about
Yeah,
Sierra. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when
So-
you first.
It was tentative though, because we were like trying not to.
Right.
We didn't know where
What to
Same
talk
with
about? What to talk about?
Where
lawyers
is
and that
this
stuff.
gonna
Yeah,
go
we didn't
with
know what we were
Yeah,
could
right.
talk about at that point. But
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're good.
you're
Yeah.
in the clear now. We can talk whatever we want.
Oh,
now.
for sure. Yeah, we're
Okay.
good. We can. I was never worried about it, to be
We could
honest.
talk shit
It was
about.
just other
We could just
people.
talk shit about anybody right now.
I was like,
Yeah,
fuck
let's go.
you.
Let's get it. Let's fucking rip it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to make anybody cry.
No, we don't need to do that.
They wouldn't be real tears, anyways.
No, they wouldn't.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, so I live at Sierra's now. So,
I'm Sierra.
yes.
That one.
That's
I like that.
Yeah.
I like just like every
And-
once in a while. I'm Sierra.
That's me.
you own a bookstore.
I do. I own a bookstore. I have many books.
Yeah, a lot of books.
A lot of
Sierra's
books.
got like the coolest job.
I was curious, by the way. So, like,
That's
like with the bookstore, like the input to output ratio, do you have like more books coming in or coming out? Because when you and Tristan came back from the last trip, you probably had like 500 books?
We didn't bring home 500 bucks.
Okay, well,
We just spent
It might have
$500
been.
on books that were between $1 and $3 each. So we have a few hundred books
Right.
at the house that still need to be
a lot
cleaned
of
and
books.
priced and brought back in. Most of them are kids and young adult.
yeah. But like, is it like the input to output ratio?
We
That's what I'm curious
we
about.
bring in a lot more books.
You bring in more than you.
Yeah,
So-
well, we do trade
Start
credit.
reading.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
there you
and
go.
do it quickly. Yeah, no, we do trade credit. So a lot of especially our regulars, and then this time of year, everyone's spring cleaning. So
Yeah.
we just get a lot of stuff coming in. And some of it's really cool. The other day, got in like 3 boxes of the cool. I was hyperventilating as I was going through it. I was so excited for what was in there.
Yeah.
Like these really nice first edition horror books and like full series of things. It was very exciting. But yeah, we take in a lot of books. I've got too many books at the store. I've got more at my house. I've got more in storage.
Go buy books, people.
Just take
Buy
them away
books.
from me. Yeah, but it's
I'm
fun.
like legitimately excited about the idea that you have where you want to turn that into a non-profit though.
Oh yeah.
And then like maybe do a little cafe, a little record
Yeah,
shop.
we need to get
That's
out of our
pretty awesome.
retail
It's like, I
space.
don't know.
Sean mentioned that to me. And I'm like, that's like the dream.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because
that's pretty awesome.
Cassie and I talk about it all
Yeah,
the time.
we've talked about record shop, coffee shop.
And it's
Yeah.
like we might just like all, be able to like be a part of a business.
It would
cool.
be nice to not, have to deal with regular customers.
Yeah. See,
Well,
that's my point.
I like regular
That's my
customers, but I'm talking like the general customer that you don't want to have
The
interactions
public.
The average
with. The person that
consumer.
comes in and goes, "This banana has a spot on it," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, do you want to trade it out for another banana?" And they're like, "Yeah, I bought it a week ago," and I'm like, "That's probably where the spot came from."
Probably where the spot came from.
Those are the 4011s, right? That's the number. Right?
Yes.
The what now? The
The
40?
4011, isn't that the?
That's the banana
That's
code.
the banana code.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
I was like, I
organic is
remember.
94011.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
banana
Everybody,
code.
everybody who's ever worked in a grocery store
Yeah.
or
I've just been
adjacent to a
close.
grocery store
I've just been
knows the banana
adjacent, I
code.
guess.
Yeah. God, that's crazy though that you remember that number because I
I
totally
buy
forgot about it.
bananas.
It's impressive. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess now with self checkout, you can just put the numbers in yourself.
Yes.
So-
And I also have an extra appreciation because of Anthony and the fellow.
Travis, you don't have to.
Oh,
have
I can say
appreciation for
Travis, huh? That guy.
Yeah.
Who's got plans? Who's got plans, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
He said he's gonna. Okay, Travis might live out here with us.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's hoping
So
for
we'll
that.
see.
Yeah,
tiny
he
house
wants
situation.
to build a tiny house, but he's
Yeah.
got no experience carpenting. of
Hey,
any
you got to
kind.
start somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I wish him luck.
I feel like he's gonna put the floor down and then he's gonna put a tent on it.
He had a floor, and now he's tearing it up.
It was a bad floor.
Well, yeah, but he had a floor. Some people don't even have floors.
So he did the floor on the trailer, but then he had to like.
We
Oh
ri-
no,
we
it
ripped
was the
up,
one it
like,
came with.
75%
okay,
of the floor.
okay. Yeah. Nice.
Rotten wood is not a good
Oh, I
foundation.
think a dog is whining. I'll
Yeah, I
put it
hear
down.
a whining dog for sure. When Cassie gets back, I want to get into some CE5 shit, which is interesting.
I don't know what that means.
It's a deep cut. Okay, well, maybe I'll give you guys the down low on the CE5. It's a protocol to interact with beings from other worlds, and it's honestly, I think it's a scam.
No, I wanted you to believe
It's-
with me. I
Well,
thought we were believers.
It's this guy right here from the video, Dr. Stephen Greer. This like
Okay,
old
yeah,
white
Greer.
motherfucker. He's kind of creepy.
He's money hungry.
He came up with this thing, and he's kind of that like he's got that sort of like hippie sort of thing going with him, you know, where he's all about energy and the beings.
I'm
and-
down with the energy.
I know, but when people start to talk about it like, the light goddess and like,
It really depends on how much money he's making.
he's making money is the thing.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then yeah, it's a scam.
Like he's
That's the
got
thing.
it like his
if
own
he's doing
app.
it and not making money, then it's more believable, I guess.
Like his app is more expensive than any like what you have to pay like $15 just to,
Yeah, it was like a
have his-
$10 app, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's
for
like
an app.
what? Because like almost everything now is just free, and maybe there's ads or but yeah, this guy. I think it's a scam, but it's interesting because the idea is through meditation, you can basically get UFOs to like show up, like lights and like, hi, Sonny, we got a little doggo on the podcast.
Is it my baby?
Finish it off, boy.
It's empty. Here you go, Sean.
Oh, nice.
You can finish it off.
Sweet.
Does anybody else, like when they finish a bottle or whatever, just like stick their tongue in there just to see if they can get a little bit more?
No.
Oh, that's just me.
I did when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. See, I'm normal.
I guess it depends on the liquid.
As long as you're not doing it in a soda can.
Care to elaborate?
I don't know. I guess if it was something thick, like it was like a smoothie, you might like
Like a pudding
tongue
cup?
it a little more. Yeah, like a pudding cup. You
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
Hi, sunshine.
get in on that pudding cup for sure. Yeah,
Hi,
There you go.
traitor,
doggies.
traitor.
We have so much to catch up on too. With like, we're not going to get to all of it. Let's
Most
be
of
honest.
it's not going to make sense from the last area because now we're at my house now
Yeah,
in the corner of our like fire den room.
yeah, it's nice. It's cozy.
Yep.
Yeah, this will be fine.
Yeah, which it'll work.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna hear dogs scratching and burping and farting and whatever else they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have 4 dogs now. I
That's
did
right.
not
You got
have
2
4 dogs
bulldogs.
before. Yes.
I really like how I can't tell where that one's looking.
Oh yeah.
It's just-
No, it's incredible.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Maybe we'll get her on camera.
post a picture, Sean, like around this time.
You gotta show.
She
It's
don't
them-
she don't
the
know what
eyes
direction she's
for-
going.
they
Um,
definitely.
yeah.
They're looking.
Anyone
out.
that's just listening that isn't like watching, the eyes are like, God, what is that?
She's like a
angle? It's
chameleon
60 degrees.
without the control.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I mean, she could probably see 360 around her body.
Or at least 260.
She
Yeah.
can look at both directions at once.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
Wait, but
I'm an artist. I'm a performance artist.
doesn't that mean that she's not a predator? Right, the eye thing.
Not an apex.
Yeah, she's not Apex material.
No.
That's okay.
Poor girl.
Aw.
She's fine. She just.
Hate you. Oh no.
No, now she's gonna cough and
We're
sneeze.
definitely gonna get more views from the dog lovers.
Your baby.
I know, now she's got the hiccups.
Oh,
Hi, Daisy.
Aren't they known for already having breathing problems? Or isn't hiccups like
Yeah.
a death sentence?
No.
Whoa.
No. But they do have breathing problems, yes. So you try not to
She's
get
doing
them
okay.
excited or
She's
scared
doing
or
okay.
most of anything.
Let's see if I can pull this up.
As long as the hawks stay away.
She's a little bigger than Hawk, I think.
2 hawks. Two hawks start working together. She gone.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, are they gonna make me subscribe to this?
Speaking of hawks, Sean,
what's
Highway
up?
one of
penguin
my
calls.
cats is gone. I never told
Oh, you lost a cat? Oh, which one?
Donnie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Donis is gone.
yeah.
Sorry.
Where'd he go?
He's been missing for like a week.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I guess this is not the great time to bring that up.
It's
But, yeah.
it's this one. It's this one. Yeah. Oh no!
Oh, it's
Sorry.
Yeah, all those
Actually,
work.
all of them.
All those work.
All of them.
That's okay.
Yes. That's the
There
one.
we go. That's the one.
No, I'm okay talking about it because I did all the crying a while ago. But yeah. Yeah, it sucks to have an animal just disappear and
Yeah.
not have answers.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
cat.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll laugh through the pain.
Yeah. Anyways,
Who says they won't just come back?
I am hoping.
that's true.
He's a giant cat, and he's a jerk to other animals. I could see him picking a fight with anything,
Yeah.
and that could definitely go bad. Or I could see him going to some old lady's house and just chilling there and being a resentful little prick for a little while, and then coming
That's
back.
how we lost Mittens. She just decided, I'm gonna go live at the neighbor's house.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, that's my hope, is that he's just being spoiled by some old lady.
Nice.
But yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Good old. I mean, cats are pretty. You never know. Like,
I know.
yeah, my old cat Finn. He ended up 5 miles away in a parking lot, and then just a weird it was a friend of a friend of a friend found him in the parking lot and posted on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my god, that's my cat. He just happened to go so far, literally 5 miles away. Yeah, so you never know. They just migrate
I know.
sometimes.
He's microchipped and everything, and I'm hoping I'll find out. I just want answers, I think.
Hello. We have
Oh,
a gremlin.
God! Shannon, are you okay?
There's a gremlin on the other side.
Hi, lady. Woo! Alright,
Anyways,
let's go back up.
what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about this article?
If the
Because
cat,
I'm curious of this headline.
Before that, if the cat is chipped, can they not find the cat? I'm guessing it doesn't have any kind of location. The chip is they find the cat and then they can read the chip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to actually take the animal
I
to a
want
vet for
GPS
them to
tracking
scan it.
on the animals.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Throw an air tag on it. They do have those programs now, whether it's between a collar or a chip. It's just that you have to pay for the item, which is at least $70, and then pay for the recurring subscription for it.
Okay.
And if you ever stop the subscription, then just okay, say goodbye to Mr. Fluffy.
Okay. So you gotta love your animal about $70 worth.
$70
At least.
and then $20 a month.
Oh, it's okay. It's like playing Warcraft.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Warcraft or cat? You have to choose between the two.
There you go.
What's this article? I saw it earlier. The penguin caused a helicopter crash in South Africa.
Yeah, let's read the headline here. A helicopter crash in South Africa was caused by a penguin in a cardboard box, according to the South African Civil Aviation Authority. As the helicopter was taking off, the box slid onto the pilot's controls. Oh, okay, I see. Causing the helicopter to roll and crash. None of the occupants, including the penguin, were injured during the crash. This is important.
Oh, that's fantastic.
As stated by the South American Civil Aviation Authority, the pilot failed to properly secure the penguin and did not include it in the risk assessment form. Ah.
A question. Why was he transporting penguins?
I don't know. Maybe
Was it
to the zoo or something?
Is he transporting one penguin, or is there several penguins boxed up?
Sounds
I
like
don't
there
know.
was a penguin in
Was
a
it
box.
a penguin in a cardboard box?
Yeah.
Why you would?
You're
That's
not
that's how you
properly-
transport penguins.
Dude, you're asking the
Clearly
wrong-
not. I
don't
mean,
know.
if you put it in a box and put it on the plane, that's a dangerous situation.
I kind of wish that the penguin was the only one that survived.
Yeah, me too.
And
That'd
then,
be kinda
it'd be like suspicious, like that penguin like meant to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I thought this was gonna. When I read the headline, I thought this was gonna be about the what was the thing with? There's like an island that's like only penguins right now that like they raise the tariffs on.
Right, they put the tariffs
there's
on the
tariffs
place
on
with
penguins?
the penguins. Yeah.
That's what I thought this was gonna be about. Like somehow they were trying to connect the dots of like pissed off penguins and crashing helicopters because of the tariffs.
Why
But
is
It's a
there a
missed
tariff
out
on the
opportunity.
penguins?
I don't know what island it is or if it's misinformation.
Is
to be
it
honest.
because it's part of like a different island or a different like?
I'll search this.
Yeah, I think they included the name of whatever island, region, place this is in the documentation for the tariffs without realizing that the only inhabitants of that particular place were penguins. And now we have all these pictures of penguins like mass protests.
Yeah. I want to see like the penguins, like they're merchants, like they're
So many
merchant
ads.
penguins, and they're all pissed off. They're
Yeah. How are we
How
supposed
am
to
I-
export our fish?
just like exactly how am I gonna sell these whale teeth?
Here we go. I
Right.
wonder if there's a dark mode. Hold on.
I just had to switch my phone over to dark mode on everything.
Yeah.
But it was very convenient because I set up the voice or like the Google command,
Right.
and I just said, "Hey, can you turn everything to dark mode?" And,
And
it
it
popped
said
up an
yes.
option. And
Yeah, it's nice.
That's nice.
All right. A group of Antarctic penguins is set to become the unlikely face of international dissent following a new United States trade policy that targets remote, uninhabited islands. The birds won't be picketing outside the White House, but conservationists plan to frame their annual migration as a protest march against tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. Okay. Really? Conservationists are trying to... So they're trying to make this a thing. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, but how serious of a thing can that be? Like, I get using it to rub it in your face and everything, but you can't give that a lot of merit.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is trying to highlight the irony of,
Yes.
casting a wide net for these tariffs. Like, really, you're going to tariff the penguins? So,
I want to see pictures of the mad penguins. Can
I
we-
mean, there was a picture of the penguins. There's some penguins.
There's some penguin
They look kind of
picture.
mad.
they don't have any tools or merchandise to
Right.
sell or nothing. Like I want to see like
They didn't show up with their merchant booth. That doesn't mean they're not prepped with the freshest fish and the shiniest rocks, right? Penguins find rocks, right?
Oh,
They
I'm
give
sure
pebbles to their
Yeah.
mates.
They definitely look like they could fuck someone up for sure. The White House justified the tariff by alleging that the islands impose a 10% tariff to the USA, citing currency manipulation and trade barriers. In retaliation, the United States has implemented discounted reciprocal tariffs at the same rate. Interesting.
The whole tariff thing has made me think of Star Wars Episode 1
Oh,
with like the where they're just
Interesting.
like they're talking about trade treaties and stuff like that, and
Right.
they've got what's it what is it even called?
I don't know, but that was really the bane of like that. That was the problem with the first three, the episodes 1 through 3, not the first 3 movies. But there's just way too much politics, like just way too many meetings. I don't know if you remember.
Sounds a lot like life. I
Lots
did
of
not watch
senators
the
and-
shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
haven't seen them?
I have
Okay.
not seen the shows. I
It's okay.
watched several because they've been on in my home.
Yeah.
Tristan went through them all for sure.
There you go.
I feel like that's what happened. Trump saw Star Wars Episode 1 and it was just like, yes, trade routes, taxing the trade routes.
Who knows where he gets his ideas? Honestly, it might not even be him. He might be a robot. I don't know.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
I'd rather have a robot Trump than a regular Trump.
I don't know.
We're talking
We
about
were talking about tariffs and
Oh, you actually
peng-
brought up the tariffs?
the penguin tariffs.
The penguin tariffs.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
the penguin tariffs?
There's an island of penguins that have a tariff for some reason.
What are they
They
selling?
just basically this new tariff thing. They cast a wide net where they're tariffing like a lot of remote islands, and there's like an island that falls under that. That's like, wait, there's just fucking penguins here. Like, really, you got tariffs on the penguins? That's kind of the
penguins are
joke.
pissed.
He's covering all his bases.
Yeah. That's what he's doing, and then conservationists are trying to make fun of it too. So.
Who
That's
wouldn't?
sort of-
You don't have to try to make fun of it. You just
It is funny.
It seems like it's writing itself. I just walked in. Hi. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the penguins.
Anyways,
I just wanted to see
We can
pictures
go-
of pissed off penguins.
yeah. I mean, we got so much content that we got to get through, though. I mean, we don't have to get through all of it. What's this, though? This looks cool.
I can't tell.
A glowing spiral was spotted above Britain, Ireland, and parts of mainland Europe.
That happens whenever Max farts. I don't know what.
Can you see this, Cat?
Yeah, I can.
SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Wait, so was this SpaceX?
It kind of looks like it's a.
This looks
is it a
cool.
time lapse? Yeah.
It
oh,
must be.
Well, there's the satellite
Yeah.
moving. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's just a cool pattern.
It's neat looking.
There we go. Another product of the Musk.
At least, I
Oh.
mean, never mind.
How long is it going to just?
I was gonna
Is
say,
that
at
in
least
space
it's not
forever
another
now?
child,
It
but
just drifts
it's
forever.
it's not the children's fault ever.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, geez. What do we want to talk about? We should bullshit about something.
Dun, dun.
should we give Cassie her present? Make
Yeah.
sure
Yeah,
that
we can do that. Let's do it.
Present.
I hope it's like the
Pass it around.
the Bigfoot sex book
I already
volume 2.
have the Bigfoot sex
Volume
book.
2.
It has 5 volumes in one, is what I got. Oh.
You know it's going to be dirty.
Is it called a bear's vow? Look at that nipple piercing. That's great.
I know.
Yeah.
He's edgy.
Ooh, is this like an alien? Oh, okay.
You're going to have to blur
It
that.
is an alien. Yep.
It is
Yeah.
an alien.
Yep. Planet Zorn, sold as a sex slave.
Wait, you gotta read the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yeah, like when I read the
Okay.
Your favorite
How
book.
about you read it?
Kidnapped from Earth
Yes.
and transported
It helps.
to planet Zorn. Zorn's a great name for a planet. I feel like that's been used a lot.
Yeah, a lot of Z names in made up planets and stuff.
To be sold as a sex slave. Shauna is one angry, frightened woman, ready to fight anyone who tries to touch her. I thought it was a guy.
It is, right? The
Yeah,
alien?
yeah, he's talking
It's
about
an alien
it.
dude.
The alien is the sex slave, right? And then the
No, kidnapped from Earth and transported to planet Zorn to be sold as a sex slave. I think Shauna's the one that's being sold as a sex slave.
okay. That's interesting. And then
Yeah,
rescued.
Shauna is one angry, frightened woman ready to fight anyone who tries to touch her.
Okay. Except for this
Raised in
man.
foster care, she's not going to take any crap
Oh, yeah, don't take any crap.
off some
Shauna.
alien men, no matter how big. No matter how big.
I love it. Thank you guys.
Terrifying
Here,
or
read it.
Yeah.
muscular. How big or terrifying or muscular they are. Yeah, you're going to like this, Cassie.
Yeah, she well, but describing them as muscular, she's already in it. She just waiting.
I'm
just
confused
a
by
matter
the
of
cover a
time.
little bit, though. I guess they obscured it to make it look like maybe that it's kind of like an alien guy.
Kind of would have been interesting if the guy was the sex slave.
Oh,
Since he's on the
that's
cover.
true.
That's like the start of oh gosh, that's one of the books.
No pictures.
Got a nice breeze.
Mariah would know. Mariah would know.
No pictures in that book.
No.
I really wanted just to see if they were like, here's the alien.
I have a lot of books with pictures if you need those.
It'd be
Yeah.
well. What I was really hoping for was like
That's true.
back in school when you'd go to the book fair and you'd get like the Pokemon book, and then
Oh,
it's like
this
you
is
go to the
not-
center, and the center's like
Scholastic
15
Book Fair
pages of
approved.
pictures.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I was kind of hoping for.
Sometimes they're stickers. We get ones where the middle pages are stickers.
Oh,
Oh man, like dirty stickers.
No.
Oh,
So we're talking Pokemon stickers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
No dirty
whoa, where are
stickers.
these books?
Yeah.
Dirty
would
pictures,
be-
Pokemon stickers.
There's a market for that though. That's a good idea. If anyone out,
If there were some
Like-
stickers in the middle,
yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing that would make the book
that's
better
a fun idea.
I
like
like
that.
that.
if it was a choose your own adventure book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
that would
need
be
smutty
great.
choose your own adventure books.
Yeah.
People
That's
love
great.
choose your own adventure
We
books.
also need adult book fair. Like the
Yeah.
same excitement though that
Yes.
it shows up
Yeah.
and you're just like, I can't afford anything but a bookmark. Like just the same.
Mom, the book fair's at school today, and she's like, I don't give a shit. I have to work a 13-hour shift.
You're 37.
Mom, I need more than $5. The books are $7.49.
I never got money. I was never given anything for the book fair because they're like, you don't read enough.
I remember Max. The book fair would happen, and then I'd go to Max's house, and he's like, "Let me show you the new volume of Captain Underpants."
I do. I remember when Captain Underpants first came out, and that was the big thing. It's like Captain Underpants is
What's
here.
it?
It's
What's
still
hap-
big.
Oh, what's happening?
man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay,
Yes.
thank you, Adam.
I am
Nice.
waiting for those to come into my store, and the minute they do, okay,
Oh, for
they're
real?
gonna get.
Oh, did you get
snagged.
my request? Like
No.
before we ever met, I sent like a
From the project.
looking for a certain. I did it when Sean was there. You remember when I sent that request to the bookstore?
Are these
I
like
told her
are these
about
it.
AI
Okay,
books?
all right.
I don't think it went through.
No, it
yeah,
didn't.
No, I
just never
sent
went
it.
through.
We were
dang
having
it.
a lot of issues though. Like
Yeah.
our
Oh,
voicemail was
dang it.
down for months, and we're just like, "Oh no,
I
you
was like,
can't
"Give me the
call
book."
us."
Ooh, that one's got Moxie BBW. What's that mean? What's that?
Big-
stand
Big
for?
booby woman.
Big booby woman.
I thought it was big.
Black woman.
That yeah.
That's what
no,
I thought.
no, I'm pretty sure it's.
But a BBR is a big black raptor.
Oh,
Noted.
I like that.
Does it sound?
I mean, yeah.
these
Nice.
AI books, or is somebody actually writing?
No,
this?
there are legitimately smutty books with dinosaurs being the
Yes.
main people. These
Oh.
exist.
I like
seen
it.
them.
You got-
Fantastic.
You got the
I haven't.
money. You got
I'm
the
surprised
boobs,
I haven't
you-
bought that.
Yeah.
Somebody
It's-
had a
it's
dream,
everything.
and they said, "Fuck it, let's go with it."
Yeah.
and they did it.
That's a lot of what comes through my store. Yes, for better or
Bigfoot
for worse,
books.
they did it.
Yeah, get crazy. So I can only imagine how the dinosaur books go.
Oh my god,
Uh,
that's impressive.
Oh, Adam posted the trade, the trade route guy.
yeah, from Star Wars.
The blockade. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Blockade.
That,
the trade
yeah,
blockade.
the like obviously Chinese,
yeah. Yeah.
I guess I can't do that
like the
impression.
stereotypical. Yeah, it was like, oh my god, this is kind of offensive.
That's a kids movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
mean,
know,
Kids love movies about trade
I think
routes.
it was like 2001, right? When
yeah,
it came out.
Yeah, which is like it was.
The
No.
pod racing was pretty awesome.
I like the
though.
cartoon
Everybody
rabbit.
Oh
loved
yeah,
the
it was
pod
awesome.
racing.
Yeah. That was very cool.
That really was the best part of the movie. I had a poster in my bedroom.
He's eating a shoe.
Oh shit! Get him off my shoe!
Oh, that's your shoe,
He does like shoes.
Winnie. No,
We got dog
Winnie.
troubles.
Winnie. That's an expensive shoe. It's like size 20.
Oh, but he was so happy. He's getting his nose in there.
Two of my feet.
Hey, mind your own business. How about that?
Could you put him up high?
That is an expensive shoe, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Shoes are expensive in general.
Put it behind the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as
Economy,
you didn't
man.
rip it apart.
Ugh.
Back in my day,
Just gotten it.
Oh, okay.
I could afford shoes because my grandmother bought them for me.
If he ruins my shoes, I have to bite his foot off.
That's not how that works, sweetie.
It's okay. He can barely use his legs anyway. Might as well just leave him alone.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah,
He
is he
gets around
gonna
fine.
is he gonna figure that gait out? Does he grow into it, or is that how this breed walks?
Oh, no, that's just the way he is.
He's just a little
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like duck-footed.
His head
with all
and his
four.
body will just get bigger. I just have to make sure he doesn't get overweight. That's the...
Yeah.
Right. He's doing good. He's moving.
You
he's
stay away
breathing
from
good.
my shoes. I see you going for
Well,
them.
I put your shoes behind the baby gate. He's not
If we
gonna
go over there and Desmond's like at the bottom of the stairs chewing on my shoe,
I wouldn't hold it against him. He would. Yeah, he'd probably do that.
Gosh. Yeah, let me know if anything's wrong with it. It looked fine, but
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
I think
away
you just
from
got it.
again.
Oh,
I think he just likes the chase of the shoe,
Yeah,
like bringing it over.
right?
Yeah.
That hunt need
Yes, the hunt.
of the shoe,
And it doesn't move very fast, so it's good for him.
right?
Right.
Easy prey.
I see him going after like a ball that rolls across the floor. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get ya!"
I know. There's 3 other dogs ahead of him. He always shows up, though, at the end.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
oh.
You don't have to be first. You
Thanks
just
for
need
saving
to
my
stick
my
through.
shoe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
I'm in a glass case
Oh,
of
why do I keep hitting
emotion.
that? I
Oh.
wish I knew what the buttons meant.
Yeah, I need to get more.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're not professional. I guess people should memorize stuff, huh?
I
not
guess
gonna do-
it's been like 3 months.
Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, I don't know why.
My dad hit me in the head with a car door. That's why.
Right. We heard that story.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very good. Yeah.
He should have talked to us when we had the Ouija board, and then I wouldn't have broken my ankle.
Yeah. I was nervous. I think I ruined it.
About the Ouija board in
The
general.
Ouija board stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't like tuning in, you know. I felt like that was the problem.
We gotta
But
let.
also, it's like we're in the podcast mode, so it's like we're like talk, and then to be able to like bring down the energy to like focus everything into like connecting with some spiritual world. It
Yeah.
just, yeah,
It doesn't really fit. You're like, okay, let's be silent and sit here.
like
and
we
podcast.
we didn't quite.
Their eyes closed.
Yeah, I feel like there's like if you do it, you gotta like really commit to that, and it's hard to do when you're also trying to do a podcast, I guess. But I mean, it's totally doable. I'm sure there's a podcast out there that does Ouija board stuff. I've seen people do it on YouTube.
I'm sure there's like
interesting.
ASMR Ouija boards.
Oh, for sure.
Oh God.
I feel like you have to do it for hours or something, and
You
then
might
just
have to.
just pick the highlights
Yep.
of it. So
I think that's how ghost hunting shows work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of
lot of
work.
content, a lot of trim.
I would be a mess. I don't think I could do it. I get so freaked out. I get
Going
really
to
scared.
locations is a lot different. It feels weird.
I actually, so I loved it when we did the railroad.
I mean,
13.
it was cool, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you just feel uneasy the whole time.
I
felt-
like that feeling a little bit.
Because you guys you guys actually went down the
So we
entire
did it-
tunnel.
Yeah, you guys
Exactly.
did it.
I did it twice. I was with you guys the first time. I was more uneasy that time, and I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, when it was just you and me, like we just did the whole thing and just walked through.
Did you still have the weird feelings in the same areas, or was it just more?
It was still there, but it was like it. I was just like less scared, you know. You never know.
We did have a child with us,
There was a
and that
child.
might have been also our hesitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So, like, we were a little more
mean,
like
Mariah was
aware
like
of
pretty
things.
scared too.
Yeah, Mariah
She
was
was like,
scared.
"You guys shouldn't
Yeah.
be going in there," which I think if you have someone that's like standing at the gate, like you shouldn't be fucking doing that.
Yeah.
You got that in the back of your mind too. But I also remember you like walked out on me at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were going in, and then like a bat swooped down, and you're just like, "Nope." Like 180. You were already like on your way out. I'm like, "Well, fuck." Like,
Yep. That's yeah. I was out way before you. Yeah.
yeah. But
What was it like on the other side? I've
it
I've
looks
seen
so
some pictures.
creepy over there.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, there's a nice view. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out in the woods, so yeah.
No, it seemed nice, very serene. I think that, group energy, there's the part where some of you are freaked out and that's spreading and that's making it worse. But also, I feel like when you're interacting with those types of energies, the dynamic of people you have changes. Because, I don't know if you've seen Gravity Falls. I'm going to cite that episode here where those ghosts specifically hate them because it's a group of teenagers. Like, the kid's fine. We don't care about the kid, but teenagers suck. So, because there's a group of them, they're all angry.
I'm waiting for something to pop up on Discord because you mentioned Gravity Falls. I have a feeling Adam's going to show us a picture.
It shows when someone's typing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
All right.
that's
can
a
see
good
it.
point, though. I mean, like, it depends on like if it's if these things were once humans, you know, like they would connect with us in similar ways still, you know. So there would be they might still possess the same feelings about certain groups of people.
It's okay. He's not gonna make it.
No, I thought he was gonna like.
No!
Yep.
No shoes.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. This is Denny's. Thank
This
you.
is the Denny's.
Go to bed, please.
So, if you were a ghost, what's the population that you're going to be chill with or that you're going to like rage against?
In what way?
I would be mad at like drunk people, you know, like like let's go do like some spooky shit. Let's
Oh,
but
Yeah.
no, not really.
Sounds
no,
like the math is mathing.
I'm talking like the frat energy, like, you know.
Are you the way that you are?
Yeah.
That's literally just us passing a bottle of wine around and talking about
I don't think.
spooky
Well, yeah,
shit.
but we weren't drinking when we were there.
No,
And
no.
It's like I'm talking about, you know, like the frat energy, the entitled sort of collegiate football player. Fucking, let's go do something and get all
like the
spooked out
Let's
together.
not unpack that. Did you have an experience with like a particular frat style dude? Like I just
what happened?
I like yeah.
Interesting.
You know, let's
I mean, I was in.
share your trauma.
Stop.
It's okay.
I know now it's like therapy.
Yeah.
We got to unpack Sean again.
No, I mean, I was in the marching band, so I was around a lot of football players for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever had any super negative experiences with them though. No. I never really liked that energy, you know, when I saw it.
Yeah.
I never actually had a huge problem with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had a huge problem with like being picked on or anything. There was like a small phase, but I kind of bought into it. And I was just like, oh yeah, haha, I'm like the nerd, like, yeah, you can throw me in a trash can, sort of thing.
Did
Wait,
you
did
actually
you
get thrown in a trash can?
Just one time.
Twice.
You did?
Just one time.
You never told me this. What are you talking about?
You had your own issues.
Oh yeah, I did. But I mean, you could have told me like any point in the. Well, I mean, I've had issues.
While
like,
Cassie
Here's
was
the thing,
talking to
though.
Current
Skydiver
issues.
guy.
It became a fun thing though, because it was like I remember the guy.
fun.
He was kind of like a bigger guy. And it was like, it wasn't just me. It was like a couple other people, like in my friend group. And it was like, it started with like, oh yeah, I'm going to throw you in the trash can. And then it was like, let's throw someone in the trash can and then like roll the trash can down the stairs.
Yep.
And so I would get in the trash can and we would roll down the stairs.
So was this a willingly like jackass
kinda-
side of situation,
it's
or
kinda
was
like-
this a
yeah.
pressure like,
It's like half and half.
do it, nerd?
It's high school.
Somebody was just like, let's do this. And John's just like, okay.
It's like, if you said no, then it would become a not fun thing.
wait. So there was no option to say no.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there wasn't. Don't stop rubbing
So
me.
it was a yes, but under duress.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I don't
that. Who is it? What's their
I
name?
don't know.
Tell me.
I don't remember his
You don't
name.
remember their names?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna find
No.
them, ruin their
No.
lives.
No,
This
you
is
don't need
rough.
to. 'Cause
I don't know,
It was like,
but yeah, that's not
well,
okay.
you know how high school is. There's like,
It's terrible.
that was way better
I
than
had
what
an okay
other,
time.
other situations that I saw were way worse. Like I saw girls like, fighting each other and ripping each other's hair out and stuff like that. Never happened to me. I'm like, I'm glad that's not happening to me. I saw people get in like straight up fist fights, and just like fighting each other. It's like, okay, like I got thrown in a trash can one time and I kind of like made it a fun thing. And like we were like, everyone was kind of laughing and it was just like, all right, this is stupid, but I'm just going to make it a fun thing because we're
Wait,
doing it.
did they
That's a good
physically
way.
put you in the trash can, or you literally like they picked you up?
It
You
was-
were just like,
It was one guy, to be clear. It wasn't like a football team that's like, we're going to put Sean in the trash can.
like a movie or anything.
No, it was like, there was a group of friends, and there was like one sort of like bigger jock guy that was like hanging out with us. And it was just like, he just had that energy of just like, I'm going to put someone in the trash can.
That's small dick energy for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah, possibly. But anyways, that's not even what I wanted to get into.
I have never never heard this. That's
Wait.
why I'm like,
Well, we don't know the backstory though.
my
We
heart
don't-
is breaking a little
This
bit.
guy.
No.
What if
Don't.
he's been in the trash can before and he's like, I just want somebody else to experience the fun trash
Exactly.
can.
Then
Thank
he
you,
should go
Anthony.
to therapy.
He was into it.
It's high school though.
Let me
You
share the
know.
trash can with you,
Therapy.
Sean.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I
You
didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems like people that get into sports, they have like a lot of the angst, and like sometimes they don't get it all out with the sport, you know? Like they just like hold that frustration. So like,
Yeah,
it
what do you
goes
think,
elsewhere.
Anthony? I mean, you got one right here.
That's just my theory at the very least. I don't
Literally.
think everyone's like that, but I feel like some, especially football players, they like build up like the testosterone energy sort of thing where they're like always in that alpha mode, some of them.
It
You know.
really depends. Like,
It does depend, yeah.
I never had really any bad experience with people on the football team when I played, or at least I never saw anybody that was terrible. There's people that get like, really full of themselves,
For sure.
who think they're bigger than they are, or just like, you know, better than everybody else. And then when I played for the Renegades, or, you know, the Southern Oregon team, there was definitely some people that just had anger issues.
Yeah.
And that's what ends up happening. It's like you get these people that have these problems that are part of a team that shouldn't be on a team. So, yeah, it's not necessarily just people that play football. It's just the individual that sucks.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And sometimes I think it brings it out of them, you know.
I think a lot of kids are
Probably.
told that too, though. It's like, get out your energy by doing this sport. And so then the only thing you know how to do is project your energy through the physical part
Right.
of a sport as opposed to actually learning how to process it.
So they start to translate that into other contexts in their life. Like, I was tackling this guy yesterday, you know, as part of like the play. So now I'm going to throw this guy in a garbage can.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I can see, yeah, there's definitely especially for those guys who like peaked in high school, who
Yeah, there's also
like,
that.
you know, oh, they were the football star, and then like after that, they're just like, I don't know what to do now, and yeah,
So, did you see anybody put anybody in any trash cans, Anthony?
no,
Did you put Sean in a trash can?
no.
Anthony was the guy.
If I'm putting Sean, if I'm putting Sean in a trash can, it's to
I
like
know.
dig for something just like it's cool in there.
Yeah,
It's a team effort. There's
there
a
might
goal.
have been a possibility.
Sean was
that-
volunteering.
Yeah. I was volunteering the other time too.
That
You guys are
seems-
just making it sound like I wasn't.
It seems involuntary. Like, I mean,
You weren't
Yeah.
there.
I never saw anything major. There was times where people like did stuff to the locker rooms, but it was more like the cheerleaders like did stuff to the locker room where they like put signs all over it or some stupid crap like that.
Yeah.
I remember one time a senior like saw a pizza box in somebody's locker, so they like forced it open and ate the whole pizza. But I mean, that's about it.
that's just hunger. That guy was hungry.
Yeah,
Jeez.
pizza gone.
There you go.
Is
Yeah.
that it? Is that the trauma you guys have from high school?
No.
I don't really. I honestly didn't have that much trauma in high school.
I love that for you.
Man.
I don't think I have
I
that.
will say, like, I switched high schools after freshman year, and Sean, you went to high school where I started, and
Yeah.
that high school, that was a whole different environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were racial cliques, there were,
I was
it was like
jealous.
a gang kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
the school I moved to, which was with Anthony, was more like Hicks, essentially.
I always
I
wanted
guess.
to go over. I don't know if Hicks is the right word.
Well, I
but-
mean,
but they,
When you're talking
everyone
about-
was
it was
way more
not
relaxed.
very yeah, it was, everyone was a little more chill, and it wasn't as big of a town, I think.
Yeah, sort
That's
of small
true.
town energy.
Yeah.
And there's something about that first high school. It's like there was a little bit more of that elite
Most of the people that
energy.
were in my grade, like, I saw through all three stages of school. Like, so, you know, when we went to Jewett, Scenic, and Crater, like, a lot of the same students were there the entire time. So
I think that's
a
cool.
lot of people
Yeah.
that went to a lot of people moved away. So a lot of us went to school together our whole lives. So it wasn't that bad.
That's good.
I love that for you.
Where did you go to high school, Sierra?
A couple different places.
A couple different. Okay.
Yeah, I was homeschooled a lot.
Yeah.
So I think for high school specifically, I spent half a freshman at Phoenix High, and then I finished the freshman year out Connections Academy, which was an online school.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And then I started sophomore in Connections Academy, and then they wanted me to like make a sculpt, like a soap sculpture, as half of my English grade, and I got so upset that I just completely dropped out. And got my
weird.
GED. I was like, this is not English. Carving soap is not English, but it was supposed to be based off the character from the book we were reading. And I was like, you're not taking, I'm not wasting soap on you. This is expensive.
This is Dove.
Sounds like a
You ever
bored
buy
teacher.
a bar of Dove?
There were, yeah.
Yeah, no.
man.
So I just, bailed, went to college.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you went early?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Technically,
That's awesome. I wanted
started
to do that.
16.
And I wasn't
I
allowed.
wanted to do that too.
I wanted to too.
Yeah.
I was like,
I had friends that did that. and I
I'd
was
love to
like,
just finish when I was like 14 or 15. That would have been great.
You're exhausted by the time you get to junior year. It's like, Jesus, how long have I been doing this? Like, most people don't even have careers that long. Like, they switch careers after 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's insane.
I did miss out on a lot though, like social cues in general.
Mm.
We call it street smarts at my house. You know, street smarts. You throw your wallet at people. So growing up and having Tristan and trying to get through the first parts of college and everything, I just said so many stupid things because I didn't know how social interactions totally worked all the time.
Yeah.
And innuendos, everybody always thinks I'm saying something inappropriate, so I've had to learn how to speak again.
And now she does it on purpose.
No, I'm still just an idiot. It's uncontrollable, but
I don't know. I don't feel like even when you go to high school with other people that you get a lot of that. Like, you still don't learn how to interact with people.
Oh,
in a
well, yeah, and on top of
constructive
that,
way.
a lot of people just are conditioned to jump down your throat. If there's some way to judge you, they'll use whatever information you give them against you.
yes.
You know, so
Don't give them any information.
it's hard not to. Yeah, but they'll pick it apart. Yeah, that's how people are. Yeah. Unfortunately, not everyone, but
That's why it's. I don't know. Yeah. I don't meet new people unless like you guys bring new people into my life.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Cassie at the grocery store just being like, hey, that looks like a nice tomato. And then the lady's just like, fuck,
No,
get away from me.
I mean, preferably I would have like headphones on. Before I had kids, I would like wear headphones to the grocery store and like listen to music and not talk to anybody, and it was a really good feeling. I go in like 6:30 in the morning when no one was there.
Yeah, I like doing that.
In
That was
general,
great.
nobody at the grocery store wants to talk to anybody else anyway.
Good.
Ugh.
For the
I-
most part.
I have
I'll
a
talk
hard
to the
time.
cashier. Like they say, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, good. Hi, yeah, good.
You find everything okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. Like, don't ask me anything else. I will say, Dutch Bros gets a little invasive.
Ugh. God. Honestly, like I don't want any interaction. Like when it comes to customer service, Sierra knows this
Bare
because
minimum.
when we talked about the coffee shop thing, I'm like, I want to call it "Don't ask,"
Don't ask.
because basically when the customer gets there, they don't get to ask questions. Like they literally, there's a tablet and you push the button to order the fucking drink, and you get whatever you get. If it's the wrong drink, you walk out of that fucking door with that drink. You drink it happily and you pay for the drink. And if it's not what you wanted, then try again tomorrow. Like, that's the spirit of customer service that I want to see.
The thing is that people that work customer service a lot, like myself, I like helping people. I like if somebody comes in and they're like, I have a problem, and I'm
Disgusting.
like, I myself don't like. When I go to the
I've
grocery
heard
store,
you helping people.
yeah, like
good.
if somebody comes in and they're just like, I got the wrong thing, but I don't have my receipt and stuff. It's like I just take care of them. I try to give them a good experience and stuff like that. But in general, it's like if I'm on the check stand, you're told, just to ask them if they found everything okay. So, you know, they're like, oh, I didn't find this. I'm like, oh, that's on aisle 5. I'll get somebody to grab it for you. And I recently took a manager training class that advised it like against normal things, which was weird. You know, is normal like, how's your day going? No, it's going good. Cool. You find everything okay? Yeah. And then by the time you're done with that, usually I'm done with the transaction. But this guy's like, don't ask them how their day was. You don't give a shit about their day. Like, don't ask them if you don't care. And I'm like,
I dig it.
And
That's Sean vibes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
oh, okay. But then his next statement was like, look at their strawberries and be like, oh, those look like some good strawberries. And then talk to him about the strawberries. And
I see what he's saying. No, I get it. He's trying to, so like, that's one example. But it's like, rather than just doing, there's so much like just mindlessness of like, how are you doing? Okay. It's like and I think that's really just something that happens in America mostly.
Yeah.
It's by culture. It's a cultural
cultural thing, but like it's this weird thing where we have to say, how are you doing? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. It's always the same thing. It's but let's just skip.
It'd be great to just unload on someone though. And be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fucking terrible.
Yeah, and some people
some people do that.
I
just
like that.
Oh man. And then you pretend that you didn't hear him say that.
You're like, no.
So it's like
you gotta be fine.
Either you get the boring results or you get like trauma, and it's like, why? What are we doing? Why do we do this?
Did I tell you guys about? I had to cover at a different store. And my first customer was like this little old lady, and I was just like, "How you doing today?" And she just went.
Like she stared at you
for that long, like, and then came back.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then I was just like, okay, and I had finished ringing her stuff up, and then I sent her on her way.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
I dig it. Yeah, I like that. See,
it's crazy.
It's different.
It's crazy working with people, like different people every day. You do see the regulars, which they're actually fun. Like the people that come in every day. If I know them by their name, I'll call them by their name.
That's different. Yeah, like because you when you develop a relationship with someone, you can like.
I like when Marcus comes in and I'm just like, "How you doing, Marcus?" He's just like, "Ugh," and I'm like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah. I hate.
And then if he's got like some weird items, I'm just like, "Really? This is what you're buying today?" Yep. And that's it. And then they're gone. And then I get to see him again and talk more shit on whatever they're buying. So those customers are great. It's the random people that you've never seen before where you just have that general interaction with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's completely cultural.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Same with the farewells, too. I got to go to somebody doing this really great presentation. He was so funny. And he was comparing the intros and outros for a couple different cultures. And it was just, it's like you have to say this many words. Like when you're like, well, time to get going. And then like his wife in the story got up, put on her coat and left. And he had to bring her back in. Like, no. The knee slap is like a 15-minute warning before you can actually leave. You have to stand up. You have to have another 5-minute conversation. You have to do hugs and walk towards coats. There's another 5 minutes around coats. You open the door. You're standing out there. Final hugs, 5 more minutes of conversation, and then you can get in the car. Then, not earlier.
Yeah. So you saying it was a presentation or like a how?
It was a conference speaker, kind of like a TED Talk. But
we had like a manager. It was the front end manager training class or whatever. But it was over Zoom, and the guy was just, I don't even know if I should talk about it, but the guy, I complained about him because he was just kind of a little unhinged the whole time. And, like, you know, he would stop and be like, oh, I hope I didn't offend anybody. And I'm like, you should, like, if you have to stop and say that, you've probably offended people.
Yeah. You've probably said something you know is not good.
Yeah. Just in a professional setting, I wouldn't have expected him to teach the classy way he did. He had to censor himself a lot, like, you know, saying like biatch instead of calling somebody a bitch or something.
Wow.
And, he also referred to people's intelligence by mocking stereotypical disabled people gestures.
That's like a problem.
Yeah, he did it twice too. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know those people in grocery," and then he like did stereotypical like
Hitting the chest or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was very upsetting to me. I walked out of the room and walked back in. I had my camera.
Nobody talks about Travis that way.
It's just upsetting.
No, it is
Yeah.
serious.
And yeah, but
That's what happens when you get a bargain speaker. Picked that one from the discount
A
bin.
bargain speaker?
yeah.
Well, you
Oh,
have
they-
to pay people to do those trainings,
Oh,
and
yeah.
some of them
Budget.
charge a lot.
Yeah, so you get a cheap
And then
one.
there's
I want
the
to say
other
it was
ones.
like $500 a person to take the class.
Wow. They should
Yeah.
just have you do it next time.
I need some extra money, sure.
Yeah.
Just write a book to compete with his book.
His book has terrible ratings.
He wrote a book?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. You could probably look it up.
Should we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Anthony and I talked
kinda-
about this the other day.
Oh my gosh.
It was cracking me up.
This guy. Okay, what
I
is
think
I think it's called Supermarket Rules.
I feel like you should write one called The Real Supermarket Rules. and
Yeah,
just-
there it is.
Just throwing his under the bus.
It's got a fun cover.
Yeah, he mentioned that cover that the guy who illustrated it made more money than him because he was like worked for Disney.
I'm sorry, what does it represent? Like I see the guy
I
with
think
the
it's a big
potatoes
pickle.
looking confused. And then I see this guy in a cart screaming at him. Like what's happening?
I think that he's trying to
It's not
insult
very
the
clear
customer.
what that is.
They're insulting the customer. That's what that is. It's like, look at these behemoths that come into my grocery store.
But if you go down to the reviews, you'll see that it only has so many views or reviews. There we go. So read like the bad ones.
The author of this book doesn't think very highly of the people who work in grocery stores. Nice. He places a lot of emphasis on discipline of employees, and he made it abundantly clear that he thinks of older people in the workplace. He thinks of older people.
what he thinks of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, clear what he thinks of older people in the workplace. He specifically cautioned against allowing an elderly lady with a helmet.
Hairnet.
Sorry, it's like so far away. Here we go.
It's okay. We don't
With
need
the
to know how
hairnet.
to read.
Passing out samples. I don't think this book is very relevant to the times we live in.
Yeah, so I'm assuming in the book he's like, don't let Agnes go around in her hairnet and passing out food to people. You don't want an elderly person to be passing out
Like
food.
Costco? I love that. That's my favorite part of
I do
Costco.
too.
Yes, yeah. This book has a lot of useful suggestions. However, it is too expensive for a book with only 110 pages.
Wait, how much is it?
Yeah,
The
we need
person
to
with
know
the
that.
bookstore wants to know how
Yeah,
much it costs.
yeah.
There we
This
go.
is
We get,
great.
like professional opinion,
Cross-referenced.
1520.
Yeah, that is expensive.
I don't love it, but that is about right for a trade paperback. Yeah.
Sure, but honestly, like just the way he spoke about people, because when he was making the disabled gestures and stuff, he was referring to somebody that worked in the grocery department, because the class was for a front end manager, which in his mind is just somebody that runs customer service and makes sure the cashiers go to lunch on time and do this. And he's like, the front end is your guys' space. You got to do things to, class it up and do that stuff. Those guys over in grocery and pointing out that the guys in grocery
Wow.
are mentally handicapped.
Oh my god. So, has this guy ever worked in a grocery store? Because I have a
Yeah.
theory.
No, he's owned restaurants and worked in grocery and stuff like that.
Were
but
any of them successful?
I don't know. Honestly, the best part of the class was when he had somebody from a successful store join the call and show off like their front end.
Nice.
That was the best part, because they were actually very professional. And then you jump back to him being like, "Oh, those bitches." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like,
Ew.
he's like, "Oh yeah, yo, got that lady over that comes in every day, and she's a pain in the ass and stuff like that." And it's like, why are you talking like this? You're not making this fun.
No.
Like,
Maybe that's what he's trying. He was just trying to be cool.
You like trying to relate with
That's
the
kind of
customer
my
hate
impression.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that. Don't like. I like to bond
yo,
over the
yo.
fact that all people everywhere are horrible, right? When we put a generic umbrella like that, I'm happy to bond. But when you talk about a specific customer that comes into your store, it just feels so disrespectful. Unless they're evil. We've met some evil ones and we're just like, I don't even want you here.
He talked, what part of his class, his 2-day class, was about time management, and there's about 3 to 5 pages in the back of the packet we didn't even get to go over because of his poor time management.
Get it together, man.
Honestly, the material in the packet could have been done in 1 day, and it would have been much better if he just went over the stuff in the packet and stayed on script.
Yeah.
It's when he jumped off script and started giving examples of everything he was talking about. Like when he's talking about honesty, how, my granddaughter, and he goes on story for 5 minutes. I had to explain to her why I was married before I met her grandma, and I had to be like, your grandma was only 12 when I first got married, so I had to wait for her to grow up so I could marry her.
God damn it!
Don't you just hate when you have to wait for them to grow
stuff
up?
like that has nothing to do with the job. It didn't give me anything. There was no point in saying it.
I think he just wanted to brag about it.
Some people just
don't
like
know.
to hear
I just
themselves
wanted to tell
talk.
you.
Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, we don't know.
No. Yeah, so that was a fun 2 days. I got paid to sit there, but they paid more money for me to sit there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. A good seminar is amazing.
And like the paperwork, like I said, the material he had on paper was good material. It was the person giving the class that wasn't good material.
That's because you can't put what he says in writing and get away with it.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I did complain about it.
Did you get anything good out of it?
Out of the class?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One thing. When you take notes, use 2 colored pens. 2 different colored pens. So you could take notes, and then when something's really important, you can circle it with the other color.
Right?
Yeah.
I really want, those pens that have 5 different colors on
those are
them?
great.
Those are cool.
I
Yeah.
want one that is a fine tip and a bold and a highlighter. And that would be like my study pen in
different
college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's always what I needed was I need to highlight this. I need my header bold. I need my notes.
About a half hour, 40 minutes into the class, I started just writing down unhinged shit he was saying and then circling it with the other color.
Yes.
So 1 page is just filled with quotes that he said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some detailed stuff. I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah. I enjoy taking a class. I I want to learn shit.
Yeah.
And that's why it was upsetting. I was upset that he didn't get through all the material and wasted time talking about all this other crap and doing stuff that would offend most people.
Most people. Maybe next time, don't, dude.
Anyway.
Wow.
I'm
That's a hot take.
Sage advice.
yeah.
Next time, don't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's that simple, though. Just don't.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
I
Nike's
think
got
that's
that great
called
logo.
Resigning from your job.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a great deal. It seems like he just gets paid a lot of money just to talk shit.
People do that. Speakers, man.
I really loved how he wanted people to participate. He'd be like, "Oh, does anybody have any comments about that last section?" And just dead silence. And he's like, "We're not moving on until somebody says something." And I'm like,
Yeah, that's typical Zoom shit, though.
So hard.
Yeah, oh my god, endless college courses and everything. It's always painful. Yeah,
it's you're teaching the class. Just teach the class.
Well, yeah, we went through a weird time with COVID where it was we're trying to figure out how to get people to learn, but there was just so much resistance. No one wanted to do anything.
The thing
no
about
one
college
wanted to do anything.
is that you're paying to be there.
Nothing.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're paying to be there. So I would say, teacher, just teach the class. If half the class fails, they should have been paying attention or doing
Yeah.
I guess it's a hard line to be where you fail as a teacher versus the people in the class actually just don't want to learn. But
Usually you can see that with the rest of their records, though. If you've got a student that's been typically D's and C's and he gets a C or a D, then that's not really the instructor's fault. But when you have a straight A student that gets a D on a test, the teacher didn't do something's wrong there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think that it has to do more with how much the teacher connects with the content too. If you get a passionate teacher, even if they're not the greatest teacher.
Yes.
Like, just the fact that they're passionate about it and the way they talk about it. Like, at least for me, that helps me to understand their line of thinking. So then when I go back and reflect on it, it's like, oh, wow, like, I'm excited about this now, too. Like, I had a teacher that had a very, like, heavy Mandarin accent. And she was teaching linear algebra. And, like, I couldn't, like, understand any of the stuff that she did, like, during the course. Like, I couldn't really understand her very easily. Like, I would ask questions, and I'm like, I do not know what you just said, but I'm watching you. And, like, I could tell she was passionate. And I ended up getting an A in that class, even though I couldn't even understand her, because she was, like, passionate about it. And, like, the way she connected with, like, the math and all of the thing, like, her entire approach, you know? So, I don't know. I think what makes a good teacher is just someone who's, like, passionate. They show their passion for it. And then communication is important, too. But, yeah, it sounds like that guy was kind of, like... He didn't have passion for it. He was just kind of, like...
I don't know if it was a lack of passion or too much passion.
He just had passion for the wrong
or
part.
where his passion was placed.
Maybe he's bored or goofy or, you know, but it's just like he
definitely
didn't
a
have his
goofy
heart in the
guy.
right place with it, for sure. Yeah, who knows?
You know, sometimes just dialing it back is better. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't take his medication that morning, or
Oh, yeah.
so, who
There's
knows?
also
Who
that.
knows?
We had that happen once. We had a, oh gosh, this was a couple jobs ago, but we had a system implementation. And so we had our third-party consultants who were on the call telling us how to use the system and all these things. And they had to stop the call because one of the people on it sounded just hammered drunk. There was actually an investigation afterwards, and they're like, oh, he just took the wrong medication, but we never saw him for the rest of the project.
And then he
it's
disappeared.
Were you on that call just completely wasted? Like, really, were you? Because he was slurring, he was saying inappropriate things. It was a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Don't do drugs and go to work.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. Like I said,
It
like,
depends on the job.
they asked me if I would
Depends
be...
on the drugs.
Presentation
Yeah,
job.
it depends on the drugs too.
The drugs and the job, yeah.
My-
Drugs and the job.
Yeah. Luckily, like, the situation was escalated. Like, the higher-ups actually cared.
Good.
And actually, like, looked into it and stuff.
Yeah.
And they asked me, like, if we do these classes next year, are you willing to do it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Just tell them to dial it back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, chill out. Stick to the actual class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was one or two things. When the teacher tells you your homework is to go and tear down a bad sign in your store and take it to your manager and give it to him and be like, yeah, the teacher told me to tear it down, and if you don't like it, you can shove it up your butt. Like, he was like, tell that to your manager. If they don't like it, they can shove it up their butt.
Love that he's setting you up for success there.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm just adding.
Yeah.
I wonder what his point... It seems like he's got a point he's trying to make. I don't know what it is.
It's I'm right, go do it.
Right, there's a little bit of that.
It's not what it's how he said things, not necessarily like he's not wrong that ugly
Right.
signs should be taken down
No,
and
there's
replaced with good
yeah,
signs.
I feel like he
But
has
there's a better
point.
way to say it.
There's a
Like,
more
again,
respectful approach.
Yeah.
The thing you said about the strawberries, it's like I kind of get what he's saying. It's like, no, talk about like what they bought.
Please
Just
don't.
be like, hey, like how's your day?
Please don't talk about what I bought. No.
Depends on what
Yeah.
you're buying.
It depends on what you're
I
buying.
feel like
You know, but
you're
if it's
looking
like-
for a compliment, right? You're like, oh, those strawberries look really great. Aren't you glad you're buying them from the store I work for? You know, like, oh, you got some good strawberries.
He
You
was like,
them.
if the
I'm
strawberries
putting
looked
it
bad
back
last
now.
week, tell him like, oh, the strawberries last week looked like shit, but these ones look great. You know,
Well,
stuff
I
like
think
that.
that's fair. Yeah, it's like, hey, like maybe I'm gonna get some strawberries later. That sounds nice.
I
I
also
guess if
just
it
don't
was
like
like an
being
honest
communicated
conversation.
with.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The best customer service is just silence. And just like we don't need
Next
the-
customer I have,
we
I'm just gonna
don't
stare
need
at
human
him.
interaction.
Just ring up their stuff, stare at them.
I mean, think about DoorDash. There's a reason why DoorDash is
Leave it at
so
the door is the
successful.
best.
It's like, yeah, it's like no one is like, oh no, I want you to, knock on my door so I can see you.
Maybe.
Hand this to me.
Maybe.
I don't think anyone's doing it. Everyone is like, drop it off and take a creepy picture that like looks like you like murdered someone on my front porch. Like,
Maybe
that's
the
what I want to
answer.
see.
Maybe the answer is instead of like a sneeze guard, we just have like a blackout curtain, and it's like, up from here down, you can see my hands putting the items away.
Yes.
But there's just a black screen that separates us.
Yeah.
So
Do you
there's
guys
no
have
interaction.
self-checkout at your store?
Not my store, but
Oh,
at some of
okay.
our locations, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And self-checkout's a weird one because there's always like that float. Mm-hmm. And it's
Yeah.
like, what a...
Well, then they're kind of just looming.
And it's like every time.
They just walk
it's
past
like,
you and they're like,
Yeah.
I know they want to make sure you check everything out. But, like,
Well, then
just-
it's like it's so touchy too because the little scale. It's like if you get it just a little off, then it's like, man, like I need you to like scan your card thing and do that.
and it's like most
it's-
stores have like a
Yeah.
10-day training program for cashiers, and they just expect the general public to know what they're doing. So
4011.
4011,
See,
yeah.
I don't do that though. I go to the alphabet one and I hit the big banana picture. Bananas.
The big banana
I know
picture.
they got the picture.
I searched
Speaking
by
of
name.
bananas,
Oh yes.
What?
Show Sean that thing.
I don't know.
You might have trouble.
I don't know how this thing works.
Yeah. Okay.
Just go look at.
Yeah,
go
just
look
look at
your
the
GamerSupps.
GamerSupps website. It'll probably
You
be.
search-
It.
search on Google?
Yeah.
or YouTube. I don't think GamerSupps. No, I bet they.
It'll
do have
probably be on the main page of the website. I imagine.
This dealio. I did see this came out today. Oh, God.
banana propaganda.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I'm into this. Like
You don't like the
flavor or
sexualized-
But you
banana?
haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd like a banana drink. Honestly, that's weird.
Do you like banana milkshakes?
It's kind of a cool cup though.
Don't you?
There was a video.
I don't think was there. I didn't see
Oh,
a video.
I don't know.
Do they make videos for their?
No, I thought you had said there was a video, but yeah.
Oh, no.
That's lovely. Are you buying that?
I'm not. No.
No. Me neither.
Ask Adam.
Adam's not buying that. He hates banana flavor.
It's a weird thing to have in a drink that's not like a smoothie. you
It's
know?
kind of giving off like sausage party vibes.
Yes, for sure. There we go. I don't. Yeah, they make some weird decisions sometimes.
There was a post on the
You know.
Discord.
I can't really judge though. Like, I got that one with like foxtails.
Great name. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To each their own. There's probably someone that's getting excited about the banana dealio.
I don't get it.
He does not want the banana water.
No, it's weird.
I know it's gonna be just flat banana water.
Yeah.
Now that he said that, I want to try GamerSupps and milk.
Oh, see, that one might be okay in milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see
Is
that.
it
I
like-
wonder how. Oh
Sure.
no,
But I don't.
Adam, new experiment. You gotta make some milk GamerSupps.
Do they have like a strawberry GamerSupps? That'd be cool. Make like a strawberry GamerSupps.
They have some
sort
different
of deal.
strawberry ones.
Yeah.
Strawberry peach, other flavors like that.
Nice. That'd be good.
I know Adam's tried a lot of flavors and he like mixed all the flavors together, but I don't think he's tried milk yet.
There we have it. We have a whining dog or something.
Okay, I was just
Yeah.
checking. Okay. Come on, sunshine.
I don't appreciate the way you phrased that.
I remember getting banana milk from Cascade Market a gorillion years ago.
Gorillion.
A gorillion years ago. I hate it.
What is that word, gorillion? I
How
think it
long
just
ago
meant
is that?
A long time ago.
But
yeah,
is it
but
an
it's
actual
a
measurement?
gorilla relation.
That could be a number. Many. Ah, thank you. Yes. No, it's not a real number. Thank you for clarifying that.
We're talking about bananas.
Yeah.
It's a gorillion.
Oh, I don't even.
Oh,
I have
shit.
I have a
God
feeling
damn
that
it.
that
That
wasn't
took
even.
a second. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was
Hence
intentional.
why you didn't like it.
I think
because
I-
you don't like puns.
Adam, was that
like
intentional?
puns.
The gorilla and the banana, or
Yes.
or
Not really.
yeah, because I've
he's
heard.
trying
I've,
to play
I've-
it cool now.
I've heard Adam say that before.
A gorillion?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a real
Oh,
number.
he says it all the time.
What's not a
Interesting.
real number?
Then it was
Gorillion.
it was just a pun by
It was an accidental pun.
An
I
accidental
think
pun.
I'll hate it less if it's not in a banana conversation. I'll be
Yeah.
okay with it.
Do gorillas even eat bananas though?
I don't think so.
No
Like-
monkeys. Monkeys, gorillas.
Do gorillas?
Prime-
They're
Primates.
different things.
Gorillas are different. I don't think I've ever seen a gorilla eat.
Really?
I saw a video of a gorilla eating something the other day.
All right,
Maybe
let's look
if
it up.
I feel like
someone gave
gorillas
them a
eat
banana,
bananas.
sure.
If this is what the podcast has come to.
That
Hey.
gorilla's got a
Okay,
banana.
Is that a banana?
Well, yeah, but they.
Peel and all.
Yeah.
Have
You can
guys
eat the peel. It's
you
just
guys have
bitter.
seen K-Pax, right?
Say again?
What?
I bring this up way too much.
Oh, what's his
I'm,
face?
like,
The Kevin
obsessed with-
Spacey movie.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with that movie.
Why?
Well, it's like an alien
I haven't
guy.
watched that movie.
He's like an alien.
I just know it's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, it's Kevin Spacey. He's like an alien from another planet, and he's given a banana, and he doesn't like understand what it is, and he's told it's food, so he just eats it like
Oh, okay.
with the peel and all. And
Yeah.
it's just like
Fantastic.
this and after I saw that, I immediately went to the kitchen
And did it.
I had this
You
memory
did
of
it.
like I'm gonna try this, and it wasn't that bad.
No.
It really, and
Wait,
it's actually not
It's
that
the
bad.
texture that hurts
I'll
me.
do it
What
right
year
now.
was this?
It's not.
Do you have a
that
banana?
bad.
I'll do it right
Yeah.
now.
No.
Go.
I mean,
Dang it,
I have all the
Cassie.
bananas. Well, they're probably out in a pile for the compost. The
Darn
ones,
it.
and then the other ones are frozen.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I do not.
And it was like the banana I had was like a prime banana. Like if it's old, I imagine it would be like
A prime banana?
like if it's just like well
Well done?
It's,
A well done banana?
yeah, whatever you want to call it. It was a good one.
Prime bananas fitting.
It was one of the good ones.
Oh yeah, that's a bell pepper. That's not a banana.
Ooh, I like bell.
It is a bell pepper.
Oh.
God damn it! See, I
Yeah,
was
bell pepper.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, I see the bell pepper.
Yeah, see, that's not a banana.
I think
Don't
if you
give me the
handed one
AI
to a gorilla,
response.
they will.
I want the source.
Oh, right, Donkey Kong. That's right. That's why we associate Donkey Kong. No, gorillas do not primarily eat bananas in the wild. Thank you, Adam. They are primarily herbivorous.
Herbivores.
Yeah.
Really?
Herbivorous.
Herbivorous.
Yeah.
Herbivorous.
Yeah, they are.
Their diet consists mainly of leaves. That's pretty cool. Pith, the soft, fleshy part of the stem, herbs, and seasonal fruits. There you go.
Okay, but
Is that a banana?
If a gorilla got his hands on a banana and he looks at it, do you think he's just gonna toss it?
I think
Or
he's
do you
gonna
think
eat
gonna
it.
Well, hold on. Let me read the last sentence. While gorillas...
Granillas.
Granilla.
Try again.
while
Try again.
gorillas
A vanilla
may
gorilla.
occasionally eat some fruit. Bananas are not a significant part of their natural diet. There we go.
Based on access.
Yeah, they probably like a Pop-Tart if you gave them to
Yeah.
them too.
It's just, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they love a Pop-Tart. They'd also probably just eat your dick, so...
Well, they're smart animals.
They're just gonna like...
They
fucking-
probably suck it.
I'm pretty sure that
Jesus! I'm sorry,
I know-
Cassie. I don't think that the gorilla is gonna... like, I just don't think that's where this is gonna go.
I don't know. no, but yes.
it's okay. You've drank a little bit tonight.
No, I'm just tired. I definitely.
Gorillas in the jungle do not eat bananas. Yeah, okay. I'm glad...
They do not eat dick.
you know,
Because access.
Do gorillas eat dicks in the wild? You didn't ask that.
in the wild. What about in captivity? What about that?
I don't want to talk about that. Zoos are bad places if you go to the wrong
Yeah,
one.
you
That's
don't want
true.
to.
Zoos are rough.
Come here, baby.
Although aquariums, it's like I feel different. I'm less depressed about
It
aquariums.
really depends.
It does.
and I'm
well, yeah. I'm not
conflicted.
talking about SeaWorld.
I loved SeaWorld as a kid.
Yeah, I was
like
obsessed.
But then you found out that the whales were sad.
Okay,
Yeah.
somebody just had an argument in their favor the other day, which does not necessarily overwrite the fact that there is cruel treatment, but the amount of awareness
Yeah.
for the ocean and those animals and the type of activities we do that are endangering them. Like, I still don't think that we should be making whales that sad, but they do provide a certain educational service.
True. It is because I will say, and a lot of, if you watch like the Blackfish documentary, a lot of the trainers are like, I saw SeaWorld and it made me want to do this job.
Yeah.
It made me interested in whales, and that was
Most of the
something
people
that I
are good
felt.
people that like work
Yeah.
there. They,
I would
they
think
love
if-
the animals.
Yeah.
and- yeah.
Have you ever seen a pissed off whale keeper or a person who like trains whales? Have you ever seen one pissed off?
I mean, I'm sure they exist, but I think it's like if you're doing that job, it's because you love that job.
I think so.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Because it's dangerous.
You don't fall into that job
Yeah.
out of desperation.
It's not safe.
No, that's
and
a
it's like-
dream. Like, that's what you
it's
dream
hard
about.
fucking work, and it probably doesn't pay that well. Like, they might make as much as you.
Yeah.
You know, but they're fucking like...
God, Sean.
I make decent
So
money.
harsh.
I make decent money.
Yeah.
That's so mean.
Or me. I think we make about the same amount of money, to be fair.
I make
But
enough to keep a house
Yeah.
and food and all the necessary stuff.
What I meant is we're all...
I get it.
All
Just
right.
came
I know
out
what he was
wrong.
trying to say.
I know
what
it
he was
just
trying
came
to
out
say.
wrong.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
Well, like what you're thinking though, like you know, someone that works with a whale like that, they should probably have decent, and they should be paid.
They
Quite
should
a
be
bit.
significantly
They're
educated.
risking their lives. They have to be, you know, keep up with the animals, and it's probably an exhausting job. It's not.
I guess they could learn to hate the job too, though.
Everyone
Like
can learn to
most
hate
teachers.
a job.
Yeah.
Like most teachers.
Just from what I've heard from teachers.
My spouse is a preschool teacher.
Does he love it?
Until around end of May, early June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just during the year?
I mean, no, he loves it. I shouldn't say that. He loves it, but I do find that there are particular times of year, you know, like right after the kids went on vacation and then you bring them back and all of them are sharing cooties and getting everybody sick and also have forgot all of their school manners. So they're just extra difficult. They don't want to take a nap. They don't want to agree with you.
Every year's got to be different too, though.
Oh, definitely.
Rules change and
Yeah, and he does 3-year-olds to 5-year-olds. So he went from a year that was mostly 5-year-olds and everybody's really capable and competent to a year that was mostly 3-year-olds.
3's got to be hard.
He got real tired. Sometimes he comes home covered in glitter. Sometimes it's a bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only been puked on a couple times, but it's only made it in his mouth once.
Fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
Only
Can't
once?
imagine. Yeah.
Don't
It
try
takes
too
a
hard.
certain breed for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets tired by the end of the year, and then he really misses them by the end of the summer, and he's ready to go again.
There you go.
I've thought about this just from watching like specific shows and stuff, but it's like, at what point do you just decide to stop being a teacher? Like, if you've lost all hope and you just hate your job, like, why just keep, like, I get the money, like, you have to keep making money, but you're not doing the kids any favors to stay doing that job if you hate it.
And be grumpy, yeah.
Teachers that are stuck in it, they
Yeah.
feel like they're stuck in it. Yeah. That's a tough one.
I don't know. I think a lot of people have quit recently, at least from the little circles that I've heard about, between what's happening with everybody's funding and then just some general in-house administrative decisions
Yeah.
really
It's a
pissing
different
people
time right
off.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more pressure.
I mean, it all depends on the area you live in too, because your schools are all funded by the people that live in your school zone, basically.
Yeah.
So low income areas get less money for the schools, and what are you gonna do? There's no money.
Panic. Panic. And
What can we do at the schools to get them more money? Book fair. More book fair.
more book fairs.
More scholastic book fairs.
Bring it back around.
That's
Bring
the way
it,
to
bring
do
it
it.
to, for the kids, and then have like the adult one in
After
the parking
hours.
lot for the parents. Yeah, have an after hours one for the parents.
The smut book fair. That's where they make all the money.
Would.
There
And
you
the
go.
stickers.
Right.
Yeah. The smut stickers. That's a good idea. I like that.
What kind of smut stickers?
Just kinky ass stickers,
we
like
look
in
at
the
these?
middle of the book, and you can like stick them on the pages too. They got little spaces.
I want to see if Adam can find us some good material, smutty stickers.
Material.
I want to
Well,
see some. I want to
for
see some
you can
smutty
make anything
stickers
into a
only.
in the
sticker.
general
Oh,
chat.
and he is typing.
He knows all the smut stickers. Okay.
Well versed.
He's gonna show us more banana stuff.
Yes.
Sexy bananas.
Oh, is it hard being a dog? Oh.
For
Jesus
the
Lord.
bananas.
Anything else we wanted to cover? I mean, we didn't get to the CE5. It's always like
No, it's
that's
just
like something that it's just it's like fascinating, but I feel like we have to research it too. Is part of the problem.
yeah. This was not the research. This was just the getting back into it and seeing what happens
Mm-hmm.
with no plan.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Sometimes I like just going and seeing where the conversation just
Yeah.
naturally goes to.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, open it.
There you go.
Part of me was hoping he was going to send pictures of like knots, like rope knots.
Oh,
can't
I learned what
Oh, here we go.
nodding was the other day. That was something that bothered me.
Yay, sticker.
Nodding, do you mean like a form of bondage?
No,
Or?
she.
Kind of, but it has to do with dogs.
Yeah, you're.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I don't like it.
I
like some-
learned
it's
what it.
some, like, furry
I learned
stuff.
it against my will.
Oh my god.
What
Against
it
your
was.
will?
Well, you just reading like something on the internet, and I'm like, oh, what is that? Like something just saying,
It's like
hey,
a-
don't look this up, and I'm like,
If you go to Bad
well, now
Dragon,
I want to know what
then-
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I find out.
Interesting.
It has,
Adam
it has
will
to do
know.
with anatomy of specific animals. And
I don't want it in my brain. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrible. Everything's terrible.
And mind your own business. How about that?
Yeah. That's a good one. God damn it, Larry David.
I love that because what was it the other day? I was feeling a little sassy, and Anna was like made a comment about my wallet. She's like, "Why don't you get a new wallet?" And I'm like, "Why don't you mind your own business?"
There you go. Yeah. Do you keep that like in the ass pocket though?
No.
Okay, because
Dude,
I
I
can't
would,
imagine.
I would be like this.
Oh, yeah,
your
it messes
back
up
would,
your
like,
back.
Go out of alignment.
Wait,
Yeah.
pull the wallet out.
It's over there.
It's a thick boy.
Oh yeah, you handed it to me.
It's huge.
It's
a dictionary.
It's at least as thick as like a
Yeah.
proper computer mouse.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess I should grab it for reference.
Just
Okay.
don't take my money.
Yeah. So you keep it in the
I
front
need
pocket.
that money, Cassie, because I'm poor. Because
Hey, Sean's the one that said that, not me.
I know. I burned
Look
you.
at that. That is a pretty
Wow.
thick boy.
it doesn't just hold cards and money; it has memories in it.
It
Yeah,
kind of
that's
seems.
nice.
That seems like something like a grandpa wallet, like a dad wallet. So yeah,
Like it's
you're
got
good.
my dad's Blockbuster card in it. And,
Yeah, you got stuff in there.
And quick fix jewelry repair and a
all your
Warcraft
jewels.
card
Warcraft.
and food handler safety memories.
Memories.
Oh, the food handler. Do you have to do that like every 6 months or whatever?
No, it's like
No.
a couple of years.
Every couple of years.
It depends on your job. So like we have to take like it might be a couple of years for the other managers too, but it's just a simple class, and then like managers have to take like a really more advanced class, and they're like monitored during it. Like somebody's watching them on a camera as they take the test on the
I love that.
computer. And it's like
great.
if they see you like do something weird, they're like, "Stop doing that. Keep your eyes on the computer."
That was my entire bachelor's degree. It was online and proctored like that. I had to like take my little webcam and be like, "This is my room. This is my station.
Yeah.
This is
I remember
behind
that,
me."
too.
This is my desk burrito. I'll be going to grab it and eat it from time to time.
I got told I couldn't do this because it was messing with their facial recognition software and kept flagging them that I was cheating. So they had to actually look at me and do their job. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Which sucks because this is how I think.
Yeah.
Just
right?
comfortable
The
position.
Yeah.
thinker.
Yeah.
The thinker.
That's
pose.
the thinker pose.
Yeah, they had
Gosh.
that when I went to Portland State. They had that, but then when I transferred to U of O, they didn't like have any facial recognition or like validation or anything. They were just like, take this test.
They have that-
do it.
Like
Poke
just,
the buttons.
Just sign in and take the test, and they didn't care, and it was all multiple choice.
Did they make you like Control Alt Delete in there or anything?
No,
Alt F4.
no. What do you mean checking for like background processes and? Oh no, they don't care.
Wow.
Yeah. Like they like you could like they said don't use AI, but like I think
Don't
everyone
use
was
AI,
using
guys.
AI. Like,
Awesome.
Yeah. You know. I'm not sure if like that was like the post-COVID attitude. But like there was like a weird progression of like, you know, when COVID first hit, everyone was just like there was like infinite leeway. Everyone passes, everyone chill. And then yeah, they started to buckle down a little bit, but no one wanted to get anything done. And it was like you couldn't make people do stuff because there's like I don't know. There was like a weird sense of like entitlement I felt people started to feel, you know, because they were in quarantine. Anyways, I'm ranting.
Just chewing on
I was
it,
gonna
bro.
say that the facial recognition stuff, like they have that in newer cars now too.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Like
Oh.
like if you like mess
Yeah.
with your hair or something, it's like keep your eyes on the road.
Oh God!
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I hate it.
Can you change
No,
the
it's-
voice though?
yeah, that
That's
is
what
cool.
I would want to
It,
like.
it doesn't say
specify.
anything. It just like throws up an
Oh,
alert on
okay.
the screen where it's just like it makes a beep at you and it's like keep your eyes on the road.
Right.
Or and then also like, you know, if you get too close to the white line, it beeps at you to like come back or whatever.
Which is very annoying when you're in a construction zone
Yep.
and all the lines are all mucked up anyway. It's like, stop trying to force correct me. I need to go off road here.
yeah. You can turn it off if you go into the settings. Like you can mess with it.
That's so many
There's
buttons.
something I kind of like about it though. Like if we're causing friction of like, you know, the tendency that people have to look at their phone while they're driving, I think that's good. It's
Yeah.
probably a good thing. But I feel like the solution is more I've always kind of gone towards we should just have autonomous vehicles.
Yeah.
I really think we should have that or go back to railways, you know.
We really need to
Yeah.
get our railway system back
Yeah,
up.
like there's no reason why we can't have that.
I like trains.
Oh, you
wanna
mean like
ride a
for
light rail.
just for travel, like
Yeah.
to work and stuff?
Yeah,
'Cause
like commuting
we still have like
locally.
cargo trains and stuff like
But
that.
even
for
like,
goods.
you know, like going to Eugene or Portland or Bend, like have a fucking train. You know?
They got trains. I've been on trains up there.
I think the nearest train you can hop
an
on is in
efficient
Klamath, isn't it?
Klamath is the nearest actual train that you would typically think of.
Yeah, like,
Like
not
a
a
passenger
cargo train,
Yeah,
a passenger train.
It runs up and down the coast. But like I remember in Portland, they have like specific like
Yes,
what are they called?
the metro system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was confusing for me when I got up
Oh,
there.
it's awful when you don't understand it. It's
Yeah.
so complicated.
I'm sure it's great when you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
But when you go to someplace and you've never experienced that, you're just like, hope I end up in the right spot.
Right?
Yeah. And
Oh,
you
look,
gotta-
there's a guy pooping in a cardboard box.
Yes, and you have to move quick too. It's like you got like 5 seconds to get out. Like when it's your stop, like they don't mess around.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good way of doing it for sure. Yeah, like people are not paying enough attention on the road.
I almost got T-boned the other day.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, I was driving to Anna's and car just completely went through the stop sign and stopped halfway into the road and like slammed on their brakes, and they would have ran like right into me if I wasn't like paying close attention. Yeah,
That's
that was
gross.
fun.
I hate that for you.
Yeah, I just I get really angry in those situations. I had to really tell myself not to like follow them down the street and then yell at them.
Yeah.
Our grandpa would have done that.
I've done that.
people
I've
do
done that
road rage.
once.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy,
I've
Anthony.
done it once.
I guess honestly, if you came after, like, if I didn't know you and you showed up, I'd be like, I would be scared.
It was when me and Travis were coming back from digging for opals
Yeah.
out near White City, and a guy with a trailer like pulled out in front of us when it's a big 4-lane, like 2-way this way, 2-way this way, and we just have it's straight through, so the people that are turning have to wait for it to clear up. And he pulled out right in front of us. We would have ran straight into the trailer if I didn't like swerve into oncoming traffic. And yeah, and I whipped around and went down the street he went down because he had pulled off to the side. and I got out of the car and I was just yelling at him.
Scary.
Yeah, he had his hands on the wheels and he was just facing straight forward. Where I just verbally berated him for being a dumbass, and Travis had to like get out of the car and tell me to get back in the car.
Okay, I feel like you have like scary like privilege or something. Because if I did that to somebody, they would get out of the car and probably let me like, no, fuck you. Like
I specifically
I'm not
remember.
scary.
Yeah.
I specifically remember
I can't
yelling
do
at
that.
him and saying, "I could rip you in half," and he was just like, "Yeah, you look like you could rip me in half."
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is.
And then it ended with Travis just being like, "Anthony, just get back in the car. It's not that big a deal." And then I was just like, "Fuck you!" And I got back in the car.
How old was this guy? Was he like an old guy or?
I want to say 40s.
I feel like I remember you telling me when this happened.
Maybe
I remember this.
he could have been somebody. He was definitely older than me.
You might have actually like changed how he drive though. Like you might have actually traumatized somebody. Maybe you fixed. Maybe you saved somebody's life in the future from his dumb driving.
I was just pissed off and yelling at him. Like I stayed away. Like I didn't like go over and try to like hurt him or attack him or anything. I stayed like a good 6 feet away from him, just being like, "What the fuck was that? What are you thinking?" Like,
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never do that, but yeah, I'm also like not scary.
well, I was upset because like my brother. It was mostly because Travis was in the car with me. Like, you know, if I
protective of the brother.
The car was literally like I went up on the wheels and came back down and shit.
That's
And
crazy.
Oh god.
See, yeah,
So,
I don't-
yeah,
I had to swerve.
Yeah,
Yeah, like hard.
yeah. So you got all that adrenaline and
Yeah. I would never hurt anybody, but I don't mind verbally.
They don't know that.
What the hell's going on?
They're hey Daisy, Rosie. They're fighting over a
okay.
rawhide.
nice.
I want to fight over Rod.
Get in there. Go.
You can't.
At the end of the video, it's just me like just wrestling a rawhide away from the dog.
No, our grandpa, I remember, did something like that, except he was like 5'4" and a tiny man. And
Yeah,
when he got mad at people, they just got more angry
yeah.
at him. And I remember us getting chased, and it was scary as a child.
Oh, they would chase back.
I remember getting chased one time.
Oh my god.
It's definitely not.
It was a woman, but it's like Grandpa.
Yeah,
Grandpa's not intimidating at all.
yeah.
He
liked
scared me.
He always liked to be mad at women.
For me, it was just
It was
just
kinda like
yelling at
you
the
know.
guy, being like, "What were you thinking? Why'd you pull out in front of me?" You know, and yeah, I don't know. Thinking about it, it's not like a fun way to react.
No,
or a
you
good
were,
way to
You
react.
were in the moment, like with you had a heightened state.
Yeah,
Scary.
Yeah.
Well, it was fucking scary, almost running into his trailer.
Yeah.
How much time between that happening and you, like, was it an instant follow, or did you have like a minute
it was
to
like,
think about it before you decided?
No, it was,
So is it like premeditated?
veer off the road, almost end up in the ditch, hit the brakes, and then just me whipping around and going down the side street that he
I'm
turned
gonna
into.
say something to this
and
guy.
then I pulled out in front of him. Yeah. He was parked on the side, and I like pulled out like this and got out and started like yelling at him. But I kept my distance. I had no plan of like ever like doing anything to him.
I would cry.
But it was more like you could have killed my brother. Like you could have killed both of us. What were you thinking?
Very scary.
Yeah. Automated vehicles, baby. That's what we gotta do.
Aren't we doing that already?
We're getting there.
yeah, but don't they like
know.
hit people still?
Well, they do. They still hit people, but they hit less people.
Less people than people do?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Cars
that's,
don't kill
that's
people.
the
People
argument.
kill
As
people.
Yeah.
It's like a percentage thing?
It's just-
because there's much less
Oh, there's a lot of research on that. Yeah, you can look up research on that, and the technology's gotten to the point where if we all had automated vehicles, there would be less accidents for sure. But it's messy right now because it's a combination of human drivers and human attention, and there's still human error because a lot of automated vehicles are really like, hey, it's automated right now, but you're supposed to be paying attention. And so people are like abusing that and then blaming the vehicle. So it's still humans.
I know they want to
It
take
makes
a
me
nap
think of
in the
some of
back
those-
seat
Yeah,
or something.
it's like we're not there yet.
There's like some videos of like, it's dark and foggy and stuff, and there's a wreck, and then it's just every car that keeps coming wrecks one after another because the person that's coming can't see anything.
Yeah.
And it just keeps piling up. So I could see automated cars knowing that there's a crash ahead and
Yeah.
Yeah.
stopping.
Yeah, because it's all the same network. Like that, it's like boom.
I think there should be a happy medium between the two. Like humans should be in charge, but in a case like that, that's great. Where there's low visibility and you can't see, that's when humans start making more errors. Is when stuff like that happens. Even the stuff that detects like your vision and stuff like that. Like it'd be great if your car is like, oh, they just fell asleep and they knew that happened, and it could just pull off to the side of the road or something and call.
Yeah.
For somebody like that, I see that being like a good idea, but full control over it, things would just go wrong.
I could see that though too, because it's like, man, like I gotta drive to Portland this weekend. I'd love to just like get a lot of work done on my computer. That'd be nice. Like just like let it go, let it do the route up the I-5, and I'm just gonna work the whole time.
I just want
It'd be
play
nice.
World of Warcraft as you like drive to the beach. Or
Also
something.
that, yeah, it's like I just want to play video games. I don't want
Yeah.
to have to drive.
I mean, there's trains and buses, that you don't, another
yeah,
human.
but the trains aren't going where we need them to go.
That's true. Not
right
enough
now.
trains. We need more trains.
Let's go
more
back
trains.
to trains.
That's also one trained person driving the
True.
train. Like there's
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
people that can park on the tracks and make problems, but
Yeah.
you can transport a lot more people than you are putting in control.
Yeah, but if you're on the train, you're pretty safe, right? Like the
Depends.
Train
Highway
versus
robbery,
car.
Hey,
we're gonna go back to train robberies.
Train robberies.
Let's go back to horseback riding. Like,
Oh man,
Horse
how
and
exciting
carriage.
would that be? You're sitting in the train and you like see like a gang of like cowboys like trying to hijack the train.
I have a book on that.
Yeah, that would be badass. I'd actually be
Nice.
excited for that.
you'd be like, yes.
That's what happened at the train tunnel thing. That's the whole story behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tunnel 13.
Yeah. Well, they had bombs though. You know.
Bombs?
Are
Yeah.
you suggesting that people on
fucking
horses
blew a
don't
bunch
have
of people.
bombs?
Okay.
And there was stabbings and it was like fucking
Yeah.
violent.
It was
I'm
violent.
just talking about some good old like,
spaghetti western.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Train
got
Just a herd
robbery.
of
they got the
cowboys
guns,
running
but
up
the,
with
the
you.
guns are really there just to fire off in the air. It's kind of fun.
They just want some gold bars or something.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's our friendly neighborhood mob.
Yeah, get a couple yeehaws in there and they're out.
Yeah.
Like
Lasso.
that's so
Good
great
old
because, like, you're
cowboys.
driving on the highway and you see a
Bandits.
trucker and you do the horn thing, and you're
Exactly.
on a train, you see a cowboy, you do the lasso thing,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
I like it. I've been
Yep.
thinking about cowboys a lot today. It was
I
that
bet you
book.
have.
It was that book, wasn't it? It was that book.
There was a book that I saw. Shut up.
You guys gave me, or you gave me a cowboy book earlier.
Did we really?
I do have one. Yep.
You got a cowboy?
Sierra gave me one.
Was it a cowboy book?
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I just cleared out all of our horse books, and there's a big old cowboy book I didn't know where to put.
Yeah.
Because it's a
I don't have a thing for cowboys. I do not.
It would make sense though.
But why?
I don't know.
No.
MCA.
We grew up like
There's a
with-
cowboy in
Yeah,
that.
so
Around
this is
horses.
the thing. I was just talking to Sierra about this. Like, I don't like horses. I was never comfortable around
you
them.
hate it.
I don't
just
like
like-
horses either because
I
they're
don't.
scary.
They it's like the way we like take care of them and like keep them in the stalls and everything. I've never felt good about it.
Wait.
And
Is this
so
is
my
it
point-
kind of like a whale situation?
Yeah, but my point was like I feel like cowboys got it figured out. They go out with the cattle.
Took care of them.
they're riding the horse, but the horse is happy. It's like I'm getting to just free range with the cattle.
Getting kicked with spurs.
I mean, no matter how free range it is, there's
It
always
depends
a
on
fence.
the cowboy.
There's
you
always
know.
a fence somewhere.
There's always a fence somewhere,
That's true.
even if the fence is your own mind.
Oh shit!
I think we fence ourselves in more than most things fence themselves in. Sure, if that makes sense.
I always liked getting like people's reactions after things I didn't think were weird when we were like raising horses when we were younger.
Yeah.
And now, like talking about it, how our mom used to like, because you have to wash their like penises and stuff, and you have to like get their penises fully out and like wash them and pull.
Yeah.
Like, and just watching her do this like barehanded, like that was normal. And when I tell people that, like, and then I didn't really like I never really had male horses because I didn't want to have to do that. But I had female horses, and you have to get up in there and wash
You gotta
out
take
all
care
the
of
gunk.
them.
Yeah, you do. But now, yeah, and now I just think it's funny that I've just seen my mom play with horse dicks like a lot. Not
she's
play
playing.
with. She's washed a lot of horse dicks.
It's like you left
Interesting.
the stall, come back a half hour later. Like, wow, you're still cleaning that penis.
It seemed like she did clean it a lot. I don't know if it's normal to have to clean it that much.
Hey, there's a horse.
I don't really know. Yeah.
How often do you have to clean it? I just took her word
I'll
for
tell
it.
you, I mean, like, horses are expensive, but on top of that, you gotta clean the penis. It's like,
You do have to
God.
clean it.
you're
Get in
paying for
there.
that. That's expensive.
Yep, that's the face.
Yeah.
They
So.
liked it.
I'm learning so much about horses today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I honestly.
I think it's the same with the girls, too. You gotta...
Well, yes.
You douche them, probably.
No, you don't do
don't
that.
know.
Don't do
That
that,
messes
to
with the
anybody.
pH levels. You don't do
Don't
that.
do that to anybody.
Honestly, it was just like
Don't mess
their
with the
their
pH.
udders because they have udders.
Yeah.
And it was just like dirt and stuff would get under there, so you'd have to go in there and wash it.
Or they just don't like it.
It's just like just a little bit of boob. That's fine. It's not like you see when you have a male horse, his penis is inside like a lot of mammals.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you like she would have to get I don't even know what she did to get it all the way out. She would just stick her hand in there and then you'd get it all the way out and just clean it all off.
There's probably a trick.
I didn't ask.
Is every male horse different with exactly what that trick is? You
I
know?
don't think so.
Some
I've
of them
seen
like to be
some-
spanked.
I mean, hey.
Some of them like to be tickled.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I'm sure it was just a part of the care. It's just funny to think
Yeah.
about.
It's gnarly, man.
Because those things are giant.
Farm life
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
You're
It's
going to be
not
my
for me.
farmhand, though, right?
What's that?
You're going to be my farmhand.
With what? What kind of animals are we talking about?
What hand? What hand and where?
I don't know what I'm committing to. Chickens are cool.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
some chickens now.
Yeah. little
You
baby
do.
chicken. That's good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Jesus.
Stop it,
You
dogs.
also have a couple gargoyles.
Daisy.
I wonder if that's going to come through at all.
It probably.
A teeny
clapping.
bit.
I can hear it every now in the
it's
headphones,
Coming. If
yeah.
you can hear it in the headphones, that's about how
It
much
just
you'll
sounds
hear
like-
it later. Yeah.
You guys doing some farming? Do it.
Oh.
We
No.
want chickens we want chickens at the house. By the way, Sean,
Yeah.
The house wants
You
chickens.
mentioned it.
Chicken.
I really want a goat, but I've got too many. I've got like a lot of decorative
Goats are cool.
vegetation
Goats
in the
scare
area.
me.
I'd like some goats.
Why? Because like Satan stuff.
They just have this 1,000 yard stare that scares me.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
but so does
rectangle
Daisy.
pupils.
those pupils are sweet. They're so cool.
It's
They're
just
cool.
there's just like I had to walk to Max's house to go over to, when I was younger, and there was always these goats, and they're always just side eyeing you, just like
Yeah.
Are those the ones you guys used to yell at because they were the fainting goats? Somebody used to
at
yell
one-
at
at
them and
one
just
point-
make them
at
like
one point,
faint.
yeah, yeah. At one
Oh
point,
my
they were
God.
fainting goats.
You know what animals freak me out are the emus. Those.
I would think you would
That's
like
a
them because they're
velociraptor
basically
right
a
there.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
No, like I like them, but they're like.
The way
have
they
you
look at
been
you?
around one? Like,
There's some animals that just when they stare at you, you're just like, no, I got to get out of here.
yeah, like they don't mind getting in your face.
Wildlife safari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you like
That's
feeding the emus at the
On
wildlife
top
safari?
of that, though, well, that was a little different because you're in the car and it's fun. But I had a friend that actually had emus, and like you could go out into the
no rules
kill
there.
you.
yeah,
They'll kill
and like
you.
they'd just come right up to you and like bump into you and be like, "What's up, bitch?" Like just
Were they friendly
They
or were
literally
they just
check you.
like they were actually just kind of scary?
I mean, they kind of have the personality of most birds. Like, you know, if you got something they want, they don't give a shit about you. You know, and I had
Birds.
oats, or I think I had a bowl of oats or whatever, you know, to feed them.
yeah.
And they just like fucking go for it, you know. I got knocked over for sure.
How do you? I
They're
wonder, How
crazy.
do you control an emu? Do you just like grab its neck?
I don't think
Yeah.
you control them.
I don't
They're
think you
wild
control
animals.
an emu.
Yeah, like
The emu controls you.
Adam,
Yeah.
can you post
Can you
About,
control, how do you control an emu?
emu wrangling? How to control an emu? I'm pretty sure it does have to do with grabbing their neck, but I mean, you're gonna get
like
kicked.
there's a pressure point.
Like, you're
you
gonna
think?
get kicked.
Like maybe
Well, I
there's like
think you
a
can-
way to shut it down.
I think you can do a single hand grab on a. Or
Is there any?
How girthy
Like,
is
that
that emu?
is, yeah,
neck?
how girthy is an emu? That's like what I imagine like an ostrich neck, right? Like an emu. Just
Dude, I have no idea.
No, I think they get pretty chunky.
I don't know.
I could probably one hand an emu neck.
We need to get an emu now.
I
See
know.
if we can
I did.
control it.
I brought that up to Ian, and he said no.
Oh, yeah?
sure. Oh yeah. Well,
Emus
'cause
probably
they,
scare him.
They
they're,
do.
They're
Yeah.
guardians for sure. Like they'll scare off coyotes and all that shit.
will scare off anything. That's a
Yeah,
giant
no one's
bird.
fucking around to that thing. They are cool.
It might scare the dogs too.
Oh, for sure. They're
Actually,
they're
it
very
might
cool
kill
animals.
a dog.
I don't know. Are they carnivorous?
Emus?
Yeah, they're birds.
They eat what birds
Right,
eat.
most birds are. Aren't most birds like?
Omnivore.
A lot of birds are carnivores.
Yeah.
Straight
I-
carnivores?
I
Not
honestly
even
don't
omnivores?
Omnivorous.
There are.
They're
Well, I
omnivorous.
mean, there are a
Yeah.
lot of. Yeah, they're all omnivorous.
Omnivorous.
Omnivorous, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like hawks and eagles and stuff. Those are just like full on carnivores.
Vultures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plenty of meat eating birds.
Yeah.
We're going to try and go
Dinosaur.
bird watching, right?
Yeah, we got to get that bird watching going on. We got
Yeah.
a bird watching book.
Yeah, I got a book.
So
It's bird watching for dummies.
We were
Nice.
bird watching at home, but then Mariah changed the bird seed, and now they don't want nothing to do with it.
they don't like the new seed.
We got the bird seed from like the wild bird store in Medford,
Yeah.
and they loved it. We had birds all over the place. And then she went to Walmart and got seed because she was like, I don't want to pay that much for seed again. And now
Crazy.
yeah, birds are like,
I wonder what it is.
getting out of here.
Ooh.
Oh, look, we got emu wrangling on the screen.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's less wrangling and more like just getting.
Just running for your life.
Hey, is that
Is that what that is? Is it Jackass?
I want to say that was like Ryan Dunnigan or whatever his name is. I don't think it is. Wild Boys. It makes me think of Wild Boys though.
I just feel like these are the
They are
kinds of
kinda
things you only
scary.
do if you want to die.
Look at those shin guards though. You see that?
Right.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
because they have like,
Like
talons.
they can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those birds don't fuck around.
It does
Also,
look
this
like
guy-
a Dr. Seuss character.
This guy seems like he's being an idiot though. Too.
well,
does seem like he's
he
being
definitely
an
does
idiot.
not.
He's
do
going
this on
in
the
there
regular?
to cause
Yeah.
trouble.
He's not a regular emu wrangler for sure.
Yeah.
I need to see normal, calm emus just like chilling and being friendly. I only see nightmare emus, and honestly, the ones at like the safaris scare me. Like when I was a kid, because they just come in the car. They don't
Yeah.
care.
I like to think that emus are like small gangs that they roll around together.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. I'd like to see a gang of emus just pop into the grocery store. Fucking just fuck shit up.
They
and
go
then
over
walk
the
out.
they go over to the eggs
What
and
are
just
you gonna
knock them
do?
over.
I would be immediately threatened if a gang
like,
of emus came
no
in.
one is gonna touch that. Like you can't even call it cops on them.
No, it's called animal control,
Oh.
and it's very scary.
Yeah. I'd rather not call animal control. Just let them have their way.
Yeah, let
Their
the
way with
emus-
Animal
our
control's
vegetables?
just gonna kill them. You gotta do something else.
Wait.
right?
They're
Wait.
called animal control, not animal kill.
What? Okay, as far as like in our county, I don't think they do much of anything.
Look, this guy's
Do we
got
not
a
have
shield.
any no-kill
Like,
shelters here?
I think that's a
All the
cassowary.
shelters are like full,
That's
from
a-
what
that's a
they
sad
don't
thing.
take any cats.
Hold on,
right?
though. We are talking about an emu, which probably means it came from somewhere specific. You know, it's like one thing if it's like the
Someone was
billionth
like-
cat on the street, but it's another.
Yeah.
It's like, where does this emu come from? It clearly has somewhere it needs to go.
What if someone just wanted to wreak havoc and were just releasing you?
I'm gonna leave an emu in the middle of Metford just to see what happens.
I kind of like that.
Now that
I
I'm
like that.
Now that I'm thinking
I want
about
that to happen.
emus and these big birds, I'm like, does anybody eat these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Emu, like
I'm
the
sure.
people farm them for meat.
I've never had emu.
I'm sure you could get like an emu burger somewhere.
I think,
I'm thinking of like a
Jasper's.
Thanksgiving dinner, but
Yeah.
an emu instead of a
Are
turkey.
you? That would be the size of this table.
I know. That's
That's a
what
lot of
I'm
meat.
picturing right now.
Yeah.
Have to start roasting
I
them
wonder
like
if they
2
taste
days in
good. Maybe
advance.
they-
I
tastes good.
have a feeling that their muscles are overworked
Yeah.
and
Probably a
That's
bit
strong
gamey.
bird.
I have a feeling that it wouldn't be the best meat.
Yeah.
Can't you farm them fat?
Oh.
Like you do with everything else?
The emu war.
Yes, I've heard about this.
The Great Emu War. What is it?
Blow it up, Sean.
You
Okay.
guys have to read it to me
Yeah,
because it's
right,
sideways.
right. I'll read this. The Emu War, or Great Emu War, was a, hold on.
Was it in
I gotta
Australia?
Zoom in. Was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in
Australia.
Australia over the later part of 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus, large flightless birds indigenous to Australia, said to have been destroying crops in the companion district within the wheat belt of Western Australia. The unsuccessful attempts to curb the emu population employed Royal Australian Artillery soldiers armed with Lewis guns, leading the media to adopt the name Emu War when referring to the incident. Although many birds were killed, the emu population persisted and continued to cause crop destruction. That's awesome.
So emus without guns still were just like gonna fuck up your crops.
Yeah. God, fucking damn it. Like, humans are not the greatest. Like, we're not at the top, you know? We like to think we are. But
Who's at the top?
Emus.
Emus?
emus,
They got us.
probably emus and sharks and octopi. That's what I'm going to say. Also, like, whatever the hell is flying around.
All birds?
No, like the UFOs.
Oh, gotcha,
Whatever,
gotcha,
whoever's
gotcha.
got the drones.
They had to put in bounties in order to get it taken care of because the
Yeah.
army couldn't do it.
It's probably like how
Brownies.
the Everglades, how they're covered in snakes.
Right, that's a big problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there like there are iguana problems too, right? In Florida.
Yeah, there's iguana
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's
Florida's just getting...
Florida is a
gamey.
problem.
It's a problem altogether. I don't know if it ever hasn't been, but yeah, it just seems like it's going downhill.
I mean, we all got our sections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oregon's good. We're doing good.
There's some spots.
Well, I guess it depends on what we're talking about, but
Yeah. I mean, for emus, we're good.
yeah, like,
totally fine. on
Emus
the
and
emu issue.
snakes,
Like,
I
we
think
don't-
that's not really a problem.
I
We
was
do get
mainly talking
rattlesnakes.
about
Yeah.
like animals, you know.
Animal problems?
We
I'm
have
really
we don't
curious
deer
to look up
population.
if-
Deer are
what-
a big
Yeah,
problem.
deer are the issue.
I
And
guess
stray
so.
cats.
And cats.
Stray cats are killing off a lot, or causing a number of birds to go extinct.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we need the we need to. Oh, so did you hear that they're reintroducing the woolly mammoth? They're working on that.
Yes,
like the wolf.
They got the dire wolf.
They have dire wolves
dire
already.
wolves. Yes,
And
and
have
I
you-
did hear about the woolly mammoth. I thought they
Let me look
working
up.
on that.
Also, I want to look up the woolly mice.
Oh yes, I did see that because that's their tester.
Yeah, so they
step one.
yeah they
Let's
they
make
were
this.
basically proving that they can take
Oh,
some of
fluffy
the DNA
baby.
from woolly mammoths.
and put it
So
in
that's
a mouse.
Yeah, basically woolly mammoth fur.
That one's name is
Oh,
Zach.
that's so cute.
So could they could mix a person with a woolly mammoth then, right?
Oh fuck! Probably at some point.
I just read a sci-fi book
Those are
on
gonna be
that.
some good smut books.
So, Jesus Christ. As far as Oregon, do you want to hear some of the like invasive species that are plaguing Oregon?
Sure. Yeah.
Bullfrog.
Okay.
Yes.
Bullfrogs, bad in Oregon. The Chinese mystery snail.
Ooh.
Haven't heard of that one. Okay.
Common snapping turtles are a problem in Oregon.
Fun.
Okay.
Feral pigs.
I've never seen a
I
snapping
haven't
turtle.
seen many.
Some of them are plants on this list, but I'm just going to skip over
And
to
there's probably like those little, whatever they inspect
Oh.
all the boats for.
Yeah.
red-eared sliders too, which is I had one as a pet as a kid.
What is that?
It's a turtle. It's an aquatic turtle.
I wonder if that's people
Cool.
just releasing them.
Isn't that why the
dumping
iguanas are such a problem in Florida?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. It was just like people releasing them and dumping them. Maybe.
What are they doing over there?
I don't know. People
Leaving
do that.
iguanas?
Iguanas are
the
dangerous.
illegal animal
They
trade
are?
in Florida.
Well, they're very okay. So if you think about your typical iguana setup, especially if you go to a pet store and you buy an iguana setup, you're
They're
giving them
big.
like this much room to move on
need a
all
lot of
edges.
room.
They need a lot of room. They get aggressive and angry, and they will hurt you.
Basically, you need a terrarium about as tall as the window and about as wide from the wall to the window, and
Wow.
maybe at least this wide.
Yeah,
Well, they're like little mini Godzillas.
Yeah.
yeah.
Godzilla.
We also have the rusty crawfish, or crayfish, however you want to say
Fun. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
it. The Chinese mitten crab is a problem.
Fun.
And also the New Zealand mud snail.
Who brought that over?
Heckin' New Zealand's.
Yeah, there can't be that many of them over here. Like we can narrow down who brought that
New
over.
Zealand's.
New Zealand's.
I like that.
So
Aliens.
overall, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Not a lot of mammals on that list.
No.
yeah. Honestly, I haven't even really noticed any of those things.
I haven't seen a single one of those ever in my life.
I haven't seen a bullfrog since I was like 10.
Yeah, that might be the only one that I've seen.
I mean, the impact on those is more in regards to what you're not seeing,
Yeah.
right?
Like the ecological
Yeah.
impact.
I wonder what kind of vegetation those snails are destroying.
Just-
It
Destroyed.
can't be more than like all the dudes sleeping in bushes and stuff.
Oh yeah, they
Doing
weren't
meth.
on there.
They're not invasive. They were here.
Where is human on the list?
Yeah,
of
that's
invasive
what I'm
saying.
species?
People.
I think they leave them off on
What about like
purpose.
old Republicans?
Yes.
Where are they?
In Oregon, our invasive species is Californians, right?
There you go.
Uh,
A bit.
It's getting late.
Yeah. What time is it?
11:13. I'm tired.
I'm only getting started.
Oh.
Well, you gotta get home.
I'm in a glass case
You-
of
we-
emotion.
That's the one to hit.
Yeah, I love that one. I'm gonna have to.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, little Daisy Dukes.
You're my baby now. I keep you.
I think that's an invasive species.
That's that's a very
It's a product of incest.
yeah. That's
Oh God! Please don't say it that way.
poor baby.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're still beautiful.
I know.
It's not your
Yeah.
fault. Your parents were related.
For a long.
It is
time.
weird
A
that
long-
we do that.
A lot of
It's so
generations.
weird. Why do we do that?
Because we're
You know?
horrible, sadistic people.
We were like, oh, it looks cute.
We're just like the
Let's do it
weirdest.
more.
What a weird creature, you know? Like
Well,
we're just creatures that
when you
fuck
really-
up other creatures.
When you
Yes.
think about it, humans have a history of this.
Yeah, and we do it to other humans too. There's like
I
no
was gonna
limitation.
say Hitler.
Yeah, like well,
Hitler tried to
literally,
do it.
Like it's just like it's in us. Like we want to fuck with shit, you know. And some of it's good, but a lot of it's bad.
And we still
lot
haven't
of
done
it's very
Jurassic Park,
bad.
though.
You don't think any of it's good?
I made no remark. What are you talking
I think
about?
some of it's
Where
good.
are the dinosaurs?
I think we do
That's
some
what
good
I
things.
need.
The
You just brought
dinosaurs.
one in.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
chickens now.
Forget all the other stuff. Make,
Chickens
make
and
a dinosaur.
iguanas.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but yeah. I think they'll be able to do it, but it's not going to be like what it was back then.
It's gonna be Jurassic Park all over again.
I want it to be Jurassic Park.
It'll be like they're going to have to add some secret sauce.
Yeah,
That's
some
how
frog
Jurassic
DNA.
Park. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
For
guess it
then
will be kinda-
the gene sequence.
for
gaps.
sure though we'll have some
the gaps
like,
in
we'll
the
have
DNA.
some crazy shit going on. It's an interesting time. But yeah, the woolly mice. This shows us that they can, take something from way back then.
So the woolly mouse was something.
No.
It
No,
was a
no.
species?
They took woolly mammoth DNA and put it in a mouse.
That's what I was
Okay.
saying. You could mix it with a
Like, so
person,
this is a
right?
real mouse.
It's
Theoretically.
multiple traits from a woolly mammoth embedded into the DNA
And
of a mouse.
this mouse never looked like this before.
No.
It was
Yeah.
never this furry.
There was never a mouse like this. This
But
is
there
like
is
a
now.
human product.
There's
yeah.
What
What they're showing is that you can take a mammal, like current mammal DNA, something that shares something resemblant of what the woolly mammoth had, and sort of like combine that. I'm not going to word this well at all, but yeah, basically they showed that you can get an end product of like some traits of the woolly mammoth, and what they're trying to do is recreate a woolly mammoth eventually.
for what purpose? Just
Uh,
because?
To play God.
Well, there's multiple reasons. Yeah.
Would
I
they?
mean,
Would the
that's
woolly
what-
mammoth
Adam's got
help?
it. Adam's
Would
got
the
a
woolly
reason.
mammoth help society in some way?
I don't know. Well, I mean, educational purposes, possibly.
Don't they have a byproduct? Mammoths, like, can't you either milk them or use their wool or
Oh
something?
man, if I could have
Oh,
a
for
mammoth
sure.
farm and milk them, sure, yeah.
You
there's
love
always
milking
gonna
your
be-
Well, you
mammoths.
can. I think you could have mammoth steak for a little while, right? They were
Yeah,
like,
people were eating
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't like the thought of. I don't like the thought of farming them for their meat. I like the milking thing.
I think this
Milking
was
thing's
like an
better.
old
Some
one. that
mammoth
they
milk.
found
It just
at a
feels
glacier
more
or
like-
something.
Like I don't know. I don't like the thought of farming animals to kill them, which is what we do. People
Which
do
is
that.
what we do.
But me personally, I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather milk them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get all of it, though.
But then once the milk dries up, then they're gone. No. Hit the road.
You're of no use
Send
to
the
me.
mammoth down the street.
Yeah, let's release the mammoth.
Have you seen the dire wolves, though?
Yeah.
I saw
No.
the puppies.
I want to see what Adam posted though.
Yeah, these are the dire wolves.
Show me your grr
So
face.
cute. They're just cute.
It's so cute.
They just look like wolves to me. I don't really know what I'm looking at, to be honest. But
I think it's when it's done and when it's grown,
it's done.
when it's done cooking, when it's fully grown, and then
Yeah.
you see it like compared size wise mostly.
It's just going to be a big ass wolf,
Yeah,
which is badass. What's the name of this company again? I can't remember.
big wolf makers.
The big wolf maker. I'm sure that's what it is. Holy shit.
I wonder what their determining factors are for this. Like, is it like, oh, my favorite animal as a kid was a direwolf. I got really into Game of Thrones, so I'm going to
Yeah.
choose to remake this. Or is there
I get to
actually
choose
like
that one.
an ecological balance consideration?
That's what I'm wondering too.
No,
Like, what's the point of bringing them back and is it to reintroduce them into the ecological system to serve a purpose?
I
There,
don't think you can.
there was a discussion of that. I had recently heard something about that with this guy, the picture of that guy. I can't remember his name.
Wasn't that the whole
Joe-
point of like the Frankenstein book? Was
He's like the CEO of this company.
the question isn't like is
see the
it
guy's face.
should we do that, or it's like
Oh, never mind.
What's
we
the-
can
what the
do
hell?
I need
this,
to
but
see
should
his
we do
face.
this?
Okay, let me get the name of the company that's doing the. Well, no, fuck me. Let me look this up.
Have you thought about Googling better?
I don't even know. Huh? What would you guys bring back?
An animal?
Yeah,
The dodo.
the
Oh,
dodo.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what Ian said too.
So okay, so
he said they could have done the dodo.
Colossal Biosciences, they are working on the dodo bird. Yeah, that actually is one. So it's the woolly mammoth, the dodo bird, and the saber-toothed tiger.
Do you think
All
that
three of those. That's
no,
what
not
they're
the same,
working
not
on.
the saber-toothed tiger.
I'm not kidding.
It's not the saber-toothed tiger.
No, they're
It's-
doing that one too, right?
No, it's the Tasmanian tiger.
And the
Oh,
Tasmanian
yeah, the
tiger.
Tasmanian
And
tiger.
There were arguments, especially for the Tasmanian tiger, to balance out the
Yeah.
Because we hunted those
To
out
extinction.
of
Yeah, are people
existence.
wanting
Yeah,
to do it
yeah.
just because we did them dirty?
A saber-toothed tiger just seems like that's a different kind of Jurassic Park kind of thing. Like, that's just an accident waiting to happen. What would that serve
Is the
right
goal
now?
to give them a fair shot?
Let me ask. Okay.
Because I would not want that released back into the wild. Like,
We already have mountain lions. How much worse could a saber-toothed tiger be?
I don't know.
I'm not considering size. I'm just thinking of a cat.
I wonder if we're doing it just to prove we can do it so that we can then invalidate any concerns about the animals we are causing extinction for. Be like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll bring them back. Everything's fine.
I guess there's that.
and then we're just stuck with just saber-toothed tigers everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, Colossal Biosciences is working to revive the saber-toothed tiger. This is an AI overview based off of several news reports. Along with other extinct species like the woolly mammoth, dodo, and Tasmanian tiger. Specifically, they haven't announced that they are working on functional de-extinction of the saber-toothed tiger. While they haven't publicly announced a timeline for the saber-toothed tiger, they have made significant progress on other de-extinction projects, including the dire wolf, which we saw, where they claim to have successfully resurrected the species. This is cool. I'm just so excited about it.
So
Yeah.
So did they impregnate like a regular wolf with
Probably.
like an embryo that was the
Were
DNA?
they in uterine embryos
Yeah.
or are they in like a dish?
I don't know how they grow this shit.
I feel like it would have to be in a dish and then put in a close species to birth it.
I know that they definitely do. They work with whatever they can get, you know? Like if there's something that's alive now that's close to what it was,
So you could put a velociraptor in an
they
email.
fill in the gaps.
Off topic
Fill in the
for a
gaps.
second, Sean. Is the microphone supposed to shock my lips?
Oh, is it doing
if
that?
you're
Yeah.
getting real moist on it.
It's okay. It's not great,
It's
but
fine.
It's,
Well, no, I just
okay.
moved in close and I was like, wait a second.
it's possible that happens if it depends on the power source that we're running from and a couple other factors, but yeah, it's not fun when that happens.
I'll just stop doing that. It didn't hurt.
Stop
do
making
have,
out with
like,
the
little
microphone, Anthony.
covers
I
that I can
can't. I
have
have
on it
to.
too. I can put little covers on it so
That's
that
okay.
they look like this,
It's okay.
basically.
I like it.
The safety
you
bin.
like a good shock on the lips.
You ever lick a battery or like mess with, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
yeah. No, it's fine. It just surprised me. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, you're good.
Little tingle.
Aww.
Okay, are you? I was like, I had the wrong. The wrong.
Crazy.
Bringing back animals is cool, but at the same time, it's like, should we?
The saber-toothed tiger, how big is that thing?
Big.
Big. I think that's what he posted a picture of there. It's like
Yeah.
the skull
The
size.
skull size, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting 10 years, I think, with how much we're learning about DNA and how much we're learning to manipulate that DNA. And then
Yeah.
also, let's make AI a thing and just throw that in there to let it do whatever it wants. There's no possible bad ending with
Some
this.
super
Well,
creatures.
I mean, that's the whole reason Colossal's doing so well. They say they're using like AI models to kind of put together a lot of this. It's not like they're doing all the work. They're having to use like huge data sets, basically big data, to put together like, you know, how could we reconstruct the DNA for these motherfuckers? Like they're using AI. That's why this is coming up
creating
now.
the computer
It's not
army.
like this wasn't possible 10 years ago. It's just that AI is figuring it out for us. Not to, you know, devalue the work that they're doing at all, but I mean, that's everything that all the content I've consumed about Colossal. They are very shameless about it, that it's like, yeah, they use AI in the pipeline, and it's like, that's where we're at now. Yeah.
Fill in
That's
the
how
gaps.
society will move forward. Like, use AI where we can to move everyone forward, for better or worse. But the other point to be made, it's just like the same thing with the nuclear bomb. Like if Colossal doesn't do it, it could be some other company. And what if they have bad intentions? At least
I hate that argument.
Yeah, but
I hate that argument.
don't
That's
you
the
like
whole
that?
a
pain
lesser
argument.
of two evils.
Like, I'm gonna do this relatively acceptable evil with the excuse that I'm preventing
What's
somebody
evil
else from
about
being
it, though?
worse.
I'm not justifying the nuclear bomb and what they did with the nuclear bomb. Although, what's evil about trying to get ahead of evil itself?
I just think it's a terrible justification. I get that it is necessary in some practical sense. If you're in any kind of risk avoidant job, you need to predict the risk accurately to avoid it. So you have to stay on top of the edge. But I hate the whole Cain argument.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It's a stupid excuse. You're
I
worried
don't know if
somebody
it's an
else is going to be
excuse, though.
shitty.
I think that some people do use it as an excuse, but for example, with Colossal, I don't think they're looking at it that way at all. That's just kind of my justification of like, I'm grateful that they're doing it because they seem like a better company than like, I don't know, like what if just like any rando, like what if Jeff Bezos was trying to bring back the saber-toothed tiger? I wouldn't be too thrilled about it. What if Musk was trying to bring back the saber-toothed tiger? I wouldn't be thrilled about it.
You
No,
never
that'd
know
be
what people's
concerning.
real intentions are.
Yeah. Yeah. It just seems like these guys, like if you look them up, they seem like a group of nerds that are like passionate about it, and it's like I'm happy for them. I'm like happy that it's like a group of nerds, and not like
one of them's evil.
I'm sure they're. Oh yeah, no, and if there isn't right now, the bad apples will find their way in for sure. But that's just part of humanity, Like you're always gonna have to be fighting that.
At what point does like somebody say, "Here's all this money, give us all your work"? And
They're already getting bribes. Yeah. There have been reports that like just randos will just like be trying to like buy this technology or buy a dire wolf. Like imagine like if you're just like if you wanted to be a world like if you're Vladimir Putin, like I want a dire wolf. Like I'm sure he wants to buy one right now.
I want a trained squirrel.
It's like yeah, there's gonna be evil people that want to take advantage of this. So
Always evil people.
Where are they putting the wolves?
I think that they have property. I'm pretty sure they take care of them.
Well, I mean, like, is it an attraction or is it like are they going to?
I don't think
actually reintroduce it?
I don't think you can.
Oh, okay.
No, like
Because I feel like that is something people would
They're like,
do in
keep
the
the humans
future. It's
away.
like it's a circus situation.
I already forget what this colossal what.
Colossal mistake.
Can you visit Colossal Biosciences? I don't think you can. While Colossal Biosciences has labs and facilities where its research and de-extinction work takes place, it is not generally open to the public for tours.
Can you imagine like
Yeah.
a PETA, like they go in and they infiltrate and break them out and set all everybody free?
Oh God.
That would be the end of everything. I mean,
Just wait till they
at
get
it
some really
again.
big, dangerous things in there.
wouldn't that kind of be amazing? It's like if PETA was the end of us.
PETA's going to be the end of us. We need
Gotta
an
release the dire
organization
wolves.
that can actually advocate for animal wellness. They completely screw it up.
Yeah, they're a little bit too volatile.
I mean, they've got that whole campaign about, this is where your wool sweater's coming from, and it's got a lamb that's half butchered. It's like, that's not how you get wool from an animal. And
Yeah.
now that you've tried to push that as the messaging, I am completely invalidating
Pretty
everything
sure
else
you
you've
can
said.
get wool off of an animal like you can get milk off of a cow.
Yes, without
Hurting
without
them.
any blood. We've bred them to the point where you need to shave them regularly.
I was
going
going
to
to say,
overgrow.
I would think that, shaving them is giving them a better quality of life at the same time.
Yeah.
As long as they're properly taken care of. There's instances where, like, maybe they're letting it grow too long or whatever, and they're not taking care of the animals. That can happen in any situation.
Yeah.
Like, we used to love going to the, like, game park on the coast, or what's it called?
Wildlife safari?
No, not safari.
And Bandon, like just south of Bandon.
Yeah, there's like there's a game park out there, and it's basically like a big petting zoo. But last time we were there, all the goats had some kind of disease. I forget the name of it, but all the goats had it, and the only way to get rid of that type of stuff is to cull the herd. Basically, if you don't kill them all, every goat that comes in there's just going to get infected. Yeah, it was bad.
On a slightly less morbid note, did you guys hear about that one sheep that got famous for always skipping haircut day? Like the guy would go out and start shearing all the sheep, and he would like run off and hide in some caves, and he did that for like several years in a row.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Yeah.
Really
until he was just ridiculously overgrown, and it's like that's bad for his health. Yeah.
He's got a
but
name.
some people want to be like that.
I don't want to.
Who was the guy that hadn't taken a bath in like 60 years? Like,
and didn't he like finally take a bath and he died within a few days?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I don't know, honestly.
I got porn.
Whoa! Wait! Was it purple?
We switch
Auto
into-
text.
Oh,
Wait a second.
We switch into the late night.
You don't even go incognito, Sean. You're just going.
Well, it's like, so I got excited and I typed "big fucking sheep," and I got porn. But
sure did get exciting there.
Yeah.
Overgrown Australian sheep. That's it.
This one?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's it.
Oh, the
breaks
overgrown
world
Australian
record.
sheep.
Yeah,
Chris!
That's a few sweaters. At least.
I mean, at that point,
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
at that point, do you just let him live his life and just go
No,
like,
Well, no,
because he's
it can't, like,
overheating.
live.
He can't eat. He can't reach any part of his body.
Poor
The
guy.
mats are going to start giving him sores.
yeah.
He did eventually get shaved, though. I don't think any of the wool was
Well, maybe
usable.
leave his wool a little longer just for him.
Right. Let him keep an extra coat.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Look at
Oh,
that. See, proper care does not injure the animal. And so if you're going to be an organization that is telling me how to take care of animals, you need to make sure that you've got your facts straight on this. Don't tell me this is what hurts animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People hurt animals, not
I think a
Well-
lot of these organizations are in the business of just like triggering people.
Yes.
And gaslighting. You know, that's like, there's a huge market for that. Like, if you want to make money and you know how to gaslight people, you're going to make money.
Yeah.
You know, like that, there's so much money in that. So it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, that's the problem with a capitalist society that has no like real regulations on influence.
hate clicks.
Yeah, hate clicks. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's just...
Which is how I feel about that guy that did your training.
Yeah.
He's just like, let's bond over being hateful and
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, he might have also...
he'll be dead in 6 years anyway. So
Okay.
I get the
I
feeling...
Silver
say
lining.
that because part of his thing was like, oh, the average human life is only till this age, so I'll be dead in 6 years. Like, that was one of the things I wrote down. I was like, oh, interesting things. Thanks.
Yeah, it sounds like he was trying to be funny, but he's just like wasn't hitting the mark. Like he wasn't delivering things in a comedic way, but he was trying to be a comedian almost.
That
you
wasn't
know?
his job.
Yeah, that wasn't his job.
And it also wasn't his job, but some people think that they're funny and
Yeah.
they just roll with it and no one's told them that they're not funny or they just don't listen.
I'm so sure that's me. I had to do so many presentations in my last job. And you know, when you're on Zoom and have no audience feedback and you're like, I'm just going to crack this joke, laugh at myself and keep walking. And then you have to cry afterwards because
That's a little different, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's like a sad comedian.
yeah.
Yeah, it's different when you're like in an auditorium and you actually hear people laugh and shit. But on the Zoom call, everybody's muted. Nobody has their mic open because
Nobody's got their cameras on anymore.
Yeah,
You're just
no.
laughing
Like
at
in
yourself.
the other room, probably.
I had a camera and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'd prefer you to have your camera on if you have one." And I just clicked it off. And I was just like, "No."
Yeah, no.
I was like, "I don't want him watching me. I don't want him looking at me." No, thank you.
No,
I
thank
turned it
you.
on in the beginning just to be like, hey. And then, like, I nonchalantly just turned it off after a
it
few minutes.
malfunctioned.
Oh, bandwidth issues. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not comfortable in that situation. I like to hide most of the time, so.
No, it's hard. And there's a fatigue with that, a very real fatigue with that, being on a Zoom camera.
Yeah. That was my first Zoom call, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Never had to really be on one otherwise.
That was my life.
I hear a dog snore.
Yeah, probably. There's a couple dogs. Oh, there's one right here. I don't know where the snorers are though. In the other room. Anything else you want to cover?
I don't know. Got anything?
Nope.
It's fun to be back. I thought it would be weird not having like a big screen to look at. But
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be cool at some point.
It'd be more fun. It's more fun to look up than it is to.
we're all
look
like,
down.
you describe it to me.
Yeah, I had trouble reading for sure, so that was fun.
Yeah.
There were lots of moments of me trying to read.
That's okay. Anthony knows what that's like.
I know how to read.
Hi.
You proved that earlier. You read on camera earlier.
You did
I saw
so
it.
good.
Oh, fuck.
Hang.
That's not the one I wanted. I can't do another one now. I ruined it.
Hey, mind your own business. How about that?
Oh man. Yeah, this one. That's my life.
Alright. Wanna play it off?
We can play it off.
Alright. Bye.
I'm glad to be back
Yeah.
doing podcasts. I want to do more. You know, my butt held up okay. I was expecting it to hurt a lot more.
Mine hurts a little.
I
His
think
butt held up okay.
I think the cushion the cushion
Glad to
helped.
get the butt update.
Oh, you got a cushion?
Yeah, I think it's still there.
It might still be there.
Still be there.